Good morning, saints and ain'ts. How
You
y'all
don't do like
doing?
them ain't.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Millie Chun TV. Shout out to Chase. No from No Chaser TV. Chase is just a staple. We need him. We have to have him because he gets us everything that we need. And I really appreciate what you do, sir. And thank you for catching up with me because me and Chase have been trying to get this together. And we're gonna talk about it all. Whatever y'all got to talk about in these comments, me and Trey's gonna talk about it. Whatever you want to talk about, bring it up. We're gonna talk about it today. I don't even know where to start, Chase.
Well, first of all, you know what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and give you your due deals. You know your flowers. You are literally the first person to like really like co-sign like, oh, okay, y'all. He's not AI. He know he know what's going on. He has some
Exactly.
knowledge, and he's not putting out anything that's like rumor here. You know what I mean? Like I just really do the work. And so I
Yeah.
do appreciate you because you brought me a whole new audience and I would not be anywhere were it
Oh,
not with you for you. And then you gave me some great advice. I was like, girl, they took my monetization. I want my money at. I need my money. And I don't know if you remember way back, you gave me some really good advice. And so
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
anytime I have some time and I can, make it work, we're gonna make it work. Catch.
Well, I appreciate it, honey. I appreciate you being here. Um. So, where do we start? What do we want to start with?
Um, uh,
Where,
well,
where we want to
let's
go?
start with you said you want to do bells, right? You want to start with
Let's
like something we
start
can
with
knock
this.
out? Well,
Let's
no
start
offense to the
with this.
bells, but yeah, let's start with the bells.
Let's ring. Let's ring early in the morning. Okay.
Yes.
Um. I don't know. I'm not. I'm running out of steam with the bills. Oh my
Really?
God, wait a minute. I'm so sorry. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
So
Oops.
sorry. And good Sunday morning, everybody. Strolling in, Nessa. Thank you for being here. Nessa been here for a hot second. What you say, GK? Good morning. Bless everybody reading this. July Leo, Sierra. Good morning, everybody. Please hit the like button as you come in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype this video. Make sure you're liking Chaser, No Chaser TV. Shout out to everybody this morning. Everything we're gonna say is definitely gonna be in our opinion. It's gonna be in our opinion. Okay. Shout out to my Facebook family. I want to thank you all for being here this morning. This is Chase from No Chaser TV, and we're just gonna get into all of it. We're gonna get into
Yeah.
all of the things, honey. So we're gonna start with Bell Collective this morning. Hey Trinity. Um, I think I'm running out of steam with them.
When you say that, what do you mean?
I just feel like, let me say this. I am reviewing the Access Index.
Okay, that's with our friend from season 1, 2, and 3.
Melanie,
Mel. Yeah, I
Melanie,
always felt like Mel should be everywhere else. I didn't understand why she wasn't.
Mel and Amanda, right?
Oh,
So
Amanda's on there too.
Amanda's on it too.
Okay.
So okay, this is what I will say about the Access Index. No. Is it behind a network? No. It is on
No.
the app? Yes. Is it the best lighting? No, it's not. Do they need to cut out some fluff? Absolutely. But is the story there? Yes. And the story is there, and there's so much, like, I can't compare the shows. Like, they're really raw and they're real.
Mm. You
But
know, go ahead.
like with Bell Collective, it's like it's just not the way Selena came in there with them gowns wrapped up in her own. She got them out the trunk. Talking about she came here to try these dresses on she didn't got from Fashion Nova and Ross. I was like, girl,
Her wedding?
yeah. And shout out to Latrice for finally being a bridesmaid and doing something. Cause when she said I done tried on 40 dresses, I'm like, how y'all don't know she done tried on 40 dresses? If you're at a bridal party, you should at least been there for 10.
Okay, because see, listen, I have been
Good
in
morning, Adrian.
I've been in a bridal party, but it was a gay wedding, so we have to go through all that. So I don't know
Okay,
what
even
as
if
a
it's a
bride,
gay
as a
wedding.
bridemaid, y'all as a bridemaid, in the words of Nene
Shout out
Leak,
to Nene Leakes.
what am I supposed to do as a bridemaid?
If you're in the bridal party, you definitely should go to with her to try dresses on. You're
Okay.
definitely helping her with her, like the lady was talking about, her order of service. You're definitely helping her with the bridal situation, giving her ideas, helping her with the flowers. I mean, you have a planner for that. But when it comes to, she has to have, it's more like a support system. So you
Hmm.
go with her to. So when she said she tried 40 dresses on and they gasped, I was like, y'all wasn't there for the dress try on?
You think it was, like when we have these TV weddings and these reality weddings, you got to pull somebody in from the show to be involved in some kind of way. Do you think this is like a TV invite, or do you think these are my girls and I want them in my wedding for
I mean,
real?
they say they friends.
Okay. Well, I don't see how Latrice would have had time to go see 40 weddings or Tambra to be, I mean, not 40 weddings, but 40 dresses. Honestly, because, Tambra would be very busy, and Latrice is very busy. So how would they have had
Maybe
time to
get
do
off the radio by 5 o'clock.
that?
I
Okay.
don't see how Selena had time to do it. 40 dresses? I wouldn't have time to try on 40 dresses.
Okay. Well, before we get into the nooks and the crannies, as I like to say, into the nooks and the crannies. Hey, to the people, how y'all doing? I am Chase of
Like,
No Chaser TV, and I just want to say hey to the people on Sunday, okay? And hey to the people. I'm on TikTok Live. Is that okay?
yes, that's
Is
fine.
that okay? Hey to the people, how y'all doing? Let me not say anything bad about Shamia before I get blocked, child. Well, let me just answer
Oh,
this
I'm
real quick.
already blocked. Yeah, don't say nothing bad about Shamia because she's not ready to block me.
Oh, okay. Okay, they talk about Shamia. Okay, I thought they talking about me because I don't. I let people, I don't police the comments. I probably should police the comments on Millie Sean. Good grief, y'all be saying some of everything, not you, but the people. You know what I mean? But I don't police the comments, so I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
blocked anyone for
Yeah.
like saying their opinion about one of the reality television show participants. What's gonna get you blocked is being disrespectful in general. You get what I'm saying? Like when it comes to reality TV, but like
Yeah.
if you're talking about people churn, you're probably gonna get blocked. If you know what I mean? Probably not blocked, but a comment deleted or something like that. But I really don't police it. So say whatever y'all want to say, child. Just don't say nothing about me. No. When it comes to the bells, you know what I think it is? And by the way, I got an interview with Marie dropping this week, right? And she definitely had. That's crazy that you're saying that because Marie had some opinions
So
too,
you, women,
huh?
okay, I just want, can you see, because it went away a little bit. So I just had
Okay,
to
yeah, I'm
say, I
here.
had to make sure.
Okay,
Because I
yeah, I'm
was going
here.
to go on TikTok
Yeah,
live, but I was
come
like,
on.
wait a minute, I might have to use my phone to go.
Oh, you got to go
Hold
use your
on.
phone. You on your phone? Okay, I'm on my laptop and my phone, so that's how I'm doing it.
Yeah, I was going to
Um,
use my phone, but I might have to use my phone to go on here if this messes up on my laptop.
okay, okay, I
So
understand.
I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna wait a little
Okay,
bit. But
so
yeah,
what I was,
I
hold
was
on, what
just
I was saying was Marie said, uh, and it's gonna come out this week, so y'all gonna see it. Marie feel like they need two new bells, and they need to get rid of two. That's what she feel like. And I would say this: I ain't gonna say who need to get rid of who, because I ain't coming for nobody chat. But what I will say is, I do think it's time for some new bells and maybe like an old bell to return or two. Because I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna take it real bad, real quick. I ain't gonna take it back. I miss So Gucci and Nikesha. I do.
mhm.
I miss them. I think it's. I hope that they can work out whatever's on the back end. I miss them. I feel like So Gucci brought like a energy that's missing. You know what I mean? Like
In
her and JJ brought
comedic,
the energy.
comedic relief, in a comedic relief.
Yeah, yeah,
That's she's fun.
yeah.
She was, because the girls are not. There's no funny.
They
There's no
missing.
chuckle.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no chuckle in the group, and
Hmm.
I miss her too. I do. I miss Akeisha too, because Akeisha and her were really good, because that's a real friendship. And I don't know. I
That's
just
what I
don't
think.
believe these stories. I don't believe these storylines, Chase.
Some of them are questionable. That's no tea, no shade, no tea, no shade. I think that um as opposed to doing, see, the thing would have been great as opposed to doing a hard reboot, like how a lot of people just are like, this is a hard reboot. Just slowly taking pieces in and out. You know what I mean? It's obviously
Mhm.
the girls in Jackson because there's another reality show in Jackson. So there are girls there. If you don't want to do Amanda and you don't want to do,
Mel would have been a great ad. Now
I think Mel is one too.
she would have been a comedic relief also.
Oh, Mel is funny.
Oh yes, hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I
But
think the Bells need is some new bells.
but I'm gonna say this because I know you probably can't say it. I'm gonna say this for you,
Okay.
okay? Because you know I get right with it.
Uh-huh.
Their executive producer needs to like he can get on his soapbox and let Bravo know who they need to cut. He needs and I know he knows who he needs to cut. I don't know why
Mm.
he what he needs to do. I don't know.
Oh,
But
okay.
he
You
loves
mean like as far as work is concerned, not like on the show
yeah.
and not on the show, but like as far as like in the field on the work.
No, I'm talking about on Bell Collective.
That's what I'm saying. But you know what I mean? I thought you meant like go on Monday Night Live and say it, but not like that. You mean just
Oh, no,
in
no, no,
general,
no,
like,
not on
yeah,
Monday
yeah.
Night Live. No,
Okay,
no,
I
no,
get it. I
no,
get it.
no,
I'm following you. I'm
no.
following you.
He
I do
goes
think
on Monday Night Live and he tells Bravo who needs to be gone.
uh
But he can't look into his network and say this is not working. What are
yeah,
they?
yeah. I do think it's probably time, and there's no Tino shade. Some storylines, some stories set, and I don't mean that you can't take a break and come back. You know what I mean? You take a break, come back. You know when you got something going on. I remember, I'm an OG Housewives fan for a very long time, and back in the day,
Hmm.
they didn't keep you; they let you go. You know what I mean?
You
They didn't. You want no
look at New Jersey.
negotiation, huh?
Look at New Jersey.
Yeah, but it took them even with New Jersey though. It took them forever to get rid of those girls in New Jersey. Back in the day, they would just let you go. Like no offense, like the Lisa Wu or when they chopped half of the Real Housewives of New York way back in the day, not the last time, but when they fired Jill, Kelly, Alex, and Cindy, they fired them and just was like, we got 3 new people, and that's it. There ain't no discussion, ain't no negotiation. And
Yep.
sometimes I think that while we could do it kinder and nicer than probably Bravo used to do it, if it's time
Mhm.
to go, it's time to go. And that's just like for me with all the reality girls. When it's time to move, you got to learn how to pivot. You know what I'm saying? And if you pivot in the right way, you can always come back. Like look at Cynthia. Like if you leave in the right way, you
Oh
can always
God,
go back.
Cynthia is the blueprint for anybody that's going to be a friend of.
Yeah, she has definitely elevated that role because I
Mhm.
feel like there are girls over the years who have helped to get to where Cynthia is right now. Like if you look at Miami, you got Marisol and Adriana in Miami, or um, hell, now I'm drawing a blank. But like there are some people who have lived in that role and done great. But I
Mhm.
think that Cynthia has done great because. Like that's what I like from Cynthia. That's what I want. I wanted Cynthia to pop up. I really feel like who missed the boat, who was a great friend her first time doing it. If
Oh,
you go back and watch season 8, I feel like Sheree was a great friend of the show in
she
season 8.
was really good. Sheree did a really good rallying the girls. Like she had that one dinner. I remember that. Yeah, Sheree did a really good job.
And I feel like that role that Cynthia's in was meant. Imagine if Sheree was at that table when that stuff was going down last episode. Sheree don't care who right, who wrong. She don't pick no sides until she do. Only side Sheree be picking is Kim, like they say, which is true.
Yeah, that's
But she don't pick no sides, and she would just been like, "Well, I heard Angela,
yeah,
the girl said on the phone that you tried to get her for information." She would have just said it. You get what I'm saying? And it wouldn't have been
yeah.
like no, it would have been what it was. So
I think Sheree would have been really good at that table, and I think Sheree would have really bought the tea, and she would have gathered all the bones and thrown them out on the table. And I think she would have. I think in this sense, you're right because Cynthia does come off, and I think the viewers pay attention to this, and they kind of see Cynthia kind of taking sides a little bit, where Sheree really doesn't take sides. Like you said, Sheree is loyal to her and Kim. Since we don't have to worry
yeah,
about Kim, Sheree would have been really good in that sense.
absolutely.
Would have.
Um, yeah, because Cynthia done I love Cynthia down, but sister done took a side. She has.
Oh
I
yeah.
think she did. I think. she took a side, but it felt like the last episode she kind of drew a line with the rumors and stuff. You know, she was like, all right, now wait a minute,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
may not rock with her, but
yeah,
that ain't right. You
yeah.
know.
She like now. I know, I'm with Angela, but I just don't believe Shamia doing all that. But wait a minute. Let's wrap up Bell Collector. Then
Okay,
we
let's wrap up the bells. Yes.
yes, I agree. I think we do need some new bells. I think the Access Index is a raw show, and Bell Collective is they probably not looking at them like they just over there on an app, but they really do need to look at them girls because unless they get jaded, though, they're giving you a show, and a lot of people not watching it. It is a lot of fluff. I will say that there are some things they
Mhm.
can take out. There's some things they need to tweak or whatever, but the storyline is really good. They got enough. I mean, because they have a realty agency, and one of the girls just flat out cursed the boss out, but she just got an award. You know what I'm saying? But she's a great boss, but she's a bad friend. You know what I mean? But they go back and forth. They got this NDA situation going on, but it's a real thing. Then you get over here on Bell Collective, and I have been saying this since it came out of her mouth. Latrice not having no baby. That's not gonna happen. What are you talking about? She has no nurturing factor. She's too nervous for a baby.
Oh.
She's just too nervous for a baby. And then this is my thing, Chase.
Uh-huh.
Maybe maybe I should maybe I should just produce. Or if I don't produce, can I just be an assistant? Because I just need to be at the table when y'all thinking about this. Because I feel like they're doing table reads over there. Because
No.
what are you talking about? You don't now I think she's had the fibroid surgery, but what are
Mhm.
you talking about? You can't have the fibroid surgery because you can't have your downtime for recovery. But you over here talking about you gonna leave your husband if he don't give you no baby. Girl, what you think you gonna what what kind of downtime you think happened with a baby?
See, that's what being a woman will get you because I don't think from a woman's brain. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna have to do the search. And isn't she going now? Isn't she going to have the fibroid surgery in order to? Does Marie have a car? I don't know if Marie got a car, y'all. Latrice is the baby. I'm hollering. Uh, listen. I was gonna say,
Chase.
aren't you gonna have to have some downtime? Well, aren't you gonna have to get rid of the fibroids in order to have a baby? Like, doesn't that complicate? Having a baby, having fibroids?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I've never had fibroids. Thank you, Jesus. I don't want them. But there are foreign objects that's in your body that's going to be in the way when a child grows. So you
Mhm,
would need to get things out of here in order to give your child everything that he or she needs in order to be created.
mhm.
So it may what are you talking about? You're not gonna sit here because I was sitting there looking like I said, wait a minute now. Why is she talking to Cliff about a baby when she talking Cliff a whole businessman?
Well,
But
Cliff didn't like he believed it neither, to be honest with you. So maybe she ain't telling me we gonna do that. Cause Cliff was like, I ain't giving you no baby. Well, maybe he
hey,
did. I don't know.
Shantae Hill in the building, baby. The unrung bell, baby. The
Oh, hey,
unrung bell
Shantae.
in the building. But
Hey,
yeah, maybe she
Shantae.
wants a baby, true. But the thing is, you, she talking about she don't want to have the fibroids done because she don't want to have the downtime. But how
Mhm.
you talk about a baby? What you think you gonna? I mean, what kind of downtime you? Girl,
She
that's
gonna have to be
medical
out for at
surgery.
least a year, right? If you having fibroids and then you planning a baby and all that stuff, and you have the baby, that's what like a year at least. Because like I in one of my prior jobs, former lives, I did leave of absences and administrated them and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
And I feel like they don't give y'all enough time. By the way, like it's like
No,
government give you 6 weeks for a vaginal birth, 8 for a cesarean, and that's it. But I really be feeling like y'all need at least a year out with your baby. Not maybe not a year, maybe 6 months or something like that. I don't know, but I don't think 6 to 8 weeks is enough. And if she gonna have the surgery, plus have that baby, plus
I
it's
was
her first one, she ain't gonna be wanting to leave the house.
I
She's
was
not gonna
told
want to leave the house.
I was told by a doctor that whenever you have any type of surgery, it takes your body at least a year to
Yeah.
actually heal. Like if you're doing everything properly, If you're taking your medications, if you're resting, if you're doing whatever you're doing properly, it literally takes a year for your body to come together back like it was before you had it open.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm talking about. When y'all do these table reads, y'all need to really get it together and bring it together.
And you know what I think else what I think would help? I think what's hurting
Or
it
get a
is is the filming schedule. I wish they would switch it to more like a Bravo filming schedule where it's like they film a couple of months out of the year. Those girls on Bell Collective and Love and Marriage, they film an aggressive schedule, aggressive. Whereas in like we get like a part A and a part B, right? Each year. Maybe if we just got 12 episodes and then they take the break and then they come back next year and they film and then we get 12 episodes because
Yes.
it'll give them enough time to have something to actually happen in their life. You get what
Now,
I'm
is that
saying?
an own thing or is that an executive producer thing?
You see that I don't know.
Shantae is in building. Shantae, is that an own thing or is that an executive producer thing?
Well, he said in one of his, I know he was like, in our interview when I interviewed him, he was like, I know y'all hate that like that, so it didn't sound like it was his idea kind of thing. I think on like to split it so they can have it running throughout the year. But if you do, well, because they need content on Friday night and Saturday night, you get what I'm saying? So either they would have to beef up the reality shows that they have, or they probably gonna have to split it up so it can go throughout the year. So it sounds like a programming thing.
OWN needs to bring back the Never Ever Mets. That's
my God, that show was crazy.
She said it's not Carlos, so it must be the network.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about how like the weeks work and how they like it to have something every Friday and Saturday going. They would have to break that up or they would have to add more reality shows. So as opposed to I don't know about spending the money, so I won't go there, but as opposed to green lighting new shows, which means new productions, new cast, new money, new all of that, you already got a cast, split it, but it doesn't help them because, like I said, you need them 6 months off where something happens in the 6 months and you come back and you got something to film. You get what I'm saying?
And let me go to Love and Marriage Huntsville behind that.
I don't know.
So let me say this to the audience, and I know a lot of people do not watch Love and Marriage Huntsville.
For real?
Not a lot of my audience, and half of them be mad at me for doing the review.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, with this latest arrest with Marceau, this is not something that. Why are y'all putting this on TV? This is going to be filmed for television because they're filming.
Yeah, they are currently filming, so they're going to talk about it.
This is not Black excellence. Everybody on now, don't get me wrong. Across the Bravo universe, we were talking about the mugshots. There are a plethora of mugshots, but on one show.
Well, that's interesting that you say on one show. Okay, I'm going to ask you for the details if you have any. Just to recap, like for the people what happened and for me because I saw it, I read the charges, I looked them up, but I don't have time I didn't have the time to just like really like figure out what happened. I feel like I have a good understanding and I could be wrong about what I think happened. However, if it's all these people on one show, I was going to ask, are they being targeted? But I can't say they're being targeted because they probably are being targeted in ways, but a lot of the things that they've been arrested for don't necessarily have to do with encounters, more so like what Marceau may have had happen. Because what happened, was it like he was at the club, he had to put a guy out of the club or something like that? Or like, do you know?
So the way I got it was they were at the club at Black closing down, and one of his employees, her ex-boyfriend had come. It was a problem. Marceau got in a scuffle with him. And I guess they got to tussling.
And the guy pressed charges on them, or did the police get there and they just press charges? You like everybody going to jail like that?
Everybody going to jail.
Okay.
But then, and then everybody was like, well, how you just going to scuffle like that? You don't take up a Tisha. But then you at work. But you at work now. I don't know. My bad. I don't know. Not Hey Peanut talking about I wouldn't watch really when she did on the show. Where Peanut?
Peanut say he wouldn't. Peanut, they wouldn't watch you because of what?
Yeah, I don't know, child.
Peanut.
Peanut said she didn't watch me when I did commentary on Love Marriage.
Dang, dang.
You
You
see
know,
what I'm talking
listen.
about? Do
Yeah,
you
I
see what I'm
see.
talking
I'm not an OG. I watched it. Don't get me wrong. Done it. I've watched it. You know what I mean. But there is a lot that happens with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not so much anymore. But back in the day, that used to happen off camera, right? And so the reason why I'm able to enjoy it is because I wasn't really around when all that stuff was happening off camera, right? So to
Hold
me,
on. You
it,
hurt my
go ahead.
feelings, Peanut. That's why I called you out. You hurt my feelings.
Oh, but
Okay, go
no, just saying, it's a lot of like stuff that happened off camera that I'm not really privy to before I started watching that thankfully I wasn't there because it would taint my enjoyment level probably if I did, which is why what I see with a lot of fans. Like for me, um, I wasn't there for a lot of that stuff, especially in the beginning. So, and a lot of that stuff, I really only see what happened on the show. Now, you know what I mean? I know the things that are happening current day, but the things happening current day aren't enough to get me not to watch. And I do think that there was a renaissance and a resurgence of Love and Marriage Huntsville this past season because if I know you know, listen, I'm not trying to piss the audience off or nobody that's watching, but because of like Destiny's story with her mom, you
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? I think that really re-solidified interest in it. You know what I mean? And so
We talked about
yeah,
that last night. Destiny
yeah.
was definitely a breakout star this season. And
Mhm.
Destiny made it watchable.
Yes, because she brought it.
But it
And
was
her
like,
interview that I did with her.
yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. Destiny now in an interview, Destiny has blocked me, child. So I don't know what else she got going. I mean, that child,
She asked, you want me to tell her unblock you?
she
Oh
probably
no.
not. But you
Okay.
can. I don't
I
know.
asked though. I'm gonna ask.
Okay, ask her.
I'm gonna say
But
unblock the girl. Let's let bygones be bygones.
I thought she did. I thought she had a breakout season. I thought Destiny was doing what needed to be done on the show,
Yes, somebody needed to do what she did.
even though it's an aggravating show. But I thought Destiny came to the front. In real talk, I think Destiny and Marceau are the best people on this show. Now the Fletchers, them that group together, they need to come off of that, and then we just need to have them on here by themselves because that's something else we can watch on Saturday or Thursday nights. I love them
The
together.
Blackies is a freaking spinoff, honestly. They got a lot of shit going. Oh, excuse
Yes.
me. I know it's
It's
Sunday, God. But they got a lot of you don't cuss over here, do it.
no, I don't curse a lot
Okay,
unless I
okay.
unless I put
Um,
unless I have a little cocktail. I really
the Fletchers have enough ish going on to have a spinoff. Their family is so big, everybody want to film. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody want to be involved, which is a great thing when you have a family that wants to be involved. They could have a spinoff. And this is what I was gonna say about now that we talk about that, the access index, right? This is what I think they should do because you said it's a lot of fluff. I know everybody is so stuck on the traditional format of reality television. I don't know
Mhm.
if they're doing that. However, right now, networks are looking for it, streamers are looking for it. Mini series is micro series is where they like if you look at the Brad and Judy, they are micro series, like where it ain't gotta be how long is the access index episodes? Like 30
They're like
minutes, an hour?
38 minutes.
No ma'am. 10.
38 minutes, 28, 28, 30. But
No.
here's the thing.
10 minutes. And then on social media, do 90 seconds. And I'm telling you, somebody's gonna get behind that because that's what's hot right now.
But see, here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. They have fluff. If they take that fluff out, the show will be down to at least a solid 25 minutes. For real. And it'll be a good 25. They got us riding all the way through Jackson. I'm like, okay, ladies, we don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. But because like my review was strictly what they talked about. I think my review was like 4 or 5 minutes. But they got it. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
they got
telling
it.
you.
I think they're raw and real.
Um the networks, like if you go like pull up right now, Amazon, um the Peacock, NBC, they just greenlit a bunch of new micro series. Is that if you go on Peacock, you can watch them. They like a minute, 2 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes, and you've been on watch whole thing, almost like a Instagram story or a TikTok. That's how they want it. You put it on there, you watch it, and then you slide. Stay tuned for the next one. Boom, you watch it. You stay in tune for the next one because like people like Risa Tisa and them, right? Those like Risa Tisa
I
and
was just
them.
about to I was just about to say this about Issa Rae. She on TikTok with her 10 minutes. That's gonna be on Netflix soon, or it's gonna be
Yeah,
on
because they said she
Peacock.
did like 1 billion views already or something like that of it.
Yeah, and it's good.
People should think about going there and giving that to the people. Hey, Wellington, the people think should think from the reality rundown. The people think should think
Tell
about
Wellington,
reality. Think about
tell
reality
Wellington,
in a different way. Tell Wellington
tell
what?
Wellington I say hello.
Hey, Wellington, Millie Chan says hello.
What's going
Ah,
on, Wellington?
yes, but people should think about getting it out because we're in a social media age right now. But honestly, the shows that's got views and hold on, they hold on because we've been watching it. But honestly, how much TV do people really want to watch? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, I gotta go sit down and watch TV. You get like that's what it's becoming.
Yeah,
Everybody got their phone in their hand now. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I think
yeah,
they should or they could take what they already have and take them episodes that they have, cut some of that stuff out, and put them on Instagram. I mean, on Instagram and on TikTok, like you say, um, like Issa Rae has done. People should think about that.
yeah. I'm going live on TikTok too. So when the
Okay.
people come, hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. We live on YouTube, TikTok. We talking to Chase from No Chaser TV,
We
and
should
we
be on each other. How you do that? I don't know nothing about that stuff.
let me see. We could follow. I mean, let me see. Let me find you, Chase. I don't know if I can. I don't. It doesn't say
Do I need to
search.
come off mine or go onto yours?
I don't know. I don't know if you can. It has like two people down here.
Yeah.
Like
So
if I
stay
could,
on yours. I'm gonna come off mine. Hey everybody. Hey people.
I'm gonna invite you.
Okay, because I'm live on mine. I'm gonna come off mine though. I'm gonna come off of mine. You guys on No Chaser TV. Thank y'all by the way for holding us down. Thank you for holding us down. Okay. But I'm gonna go on over there to Millie and we're gonna give y'all what we're giving to the people over there over here too. Catch that dirt. Ooh, y'all is joining, girl. Well, come join us over there down to the thing with the people. Peace. You know one thing about I'm getting better at TikTok because one day, like the first time I went live, I just thought when I swiped it, I was over. And I came back, I was like, oh my God, I've been live this whole time. I did not
Yeah,
know that you
yeah,
need
you
to
gotta
actually like
sure
do
you're off.
that.
Make sure you're off.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, Lord Jesus, I've been talking shit. Oh, excuse my
Hey,
language.
Hazel. Hey. So we're talking about Love and Marriage
Okay, I'm over
Huntsville.
here.
Okay, here we go. Let me invite you. There you go. Confirm. And I think you'll pop up here in a minute. There we go.
Oh, this is the first time I done did this. Oh,
Oh no, I got a lot of. We can't do
oh
this.
yeah, feedback. Oh,
Okay, we can't do this.
no, okay, all right, y'all. We sorry, we got feedback. Yeah, we live. We finna go to
We live on Sunday.
yeah, we got yeah, that echo is something serious.
It is. Hold on, let me see if I can turn it down. No, that ain't gonna work. So, is that good? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. Okay, we can go like this.
Okay.
Maybe they hear it might be a little bit. Okay, so we did Bell Collective. So we did Bell Collective, Love Marriage Huntsville. So I made a post yesterday.
What you saying?
I did a little deep dive yesterday with Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You can see me on your live?
I can't see you.
I don't know why the camera not. I don't know. See, I told you I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, go ahead though. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm listening.
I made a post yesterday on all platforms, and I was doing it because I generally just like to share with y'all. Oh, this says echoing real bad. There you go. It says echoing real bad.
Okay, well y'all come join us on the
Yeah,
YouTube then,
yeah.
people.
I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all come over here on YouTube, Millie Chan TV. We'll be back.
I'm gonna go back on live on No Chaser TV if y'all just want to be on TikTok.
Okay. So I did it because we were doing the review of Bell Collective. I don't know how we got to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we were talking about different things. And so I have like in my regular like when I log off of here and I just
Mm-hmm.
watch stuff. I love the Housewives. I love Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I am not. It's not. it's not lost on me. Like I'll go and watch a season in a week. I'll go say, let me go watch season 3. So I just happened to be somebody said something in the comments about season 9. And I said, well, let me just go watch season 9.
It's imperative.
And I went and I watched season 9.
It's imperative. Y'all got to go back and watch season 9 on my channel. I on one of my, because I hadn't been reviewing in a while, and the people was like, "Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Come on, review the thing." So I was like, "Let me review the thing," but y'all ain't gonna like what I gotta say, because in order for us to get to the bottom of this, you got to start with season 9. Honestly, if you want to like really do a comprehensive deep dive, you got to watch season 7, because this all starts with Kandi, Phaedra, and Portia. And then Shamea does insert herself in it, season 9. But one thing I noticed about Shamea, because she did it for Kandi and she's done it for Portia, that's her way of being there for her friend and taking up for her friend. If you know, as you've watched it, she didn't really let them run down Kandi too bad when they would talk about what happened. And she didn't let them run down Portia too bad either. And that's what she does. And a lot of the things that she puts herself, she finds a lot of situations she finds herself in has become because her being what she thinks is a good friend and taking up for people. And in the case of her and Portia, and this is not no Tino shade on Portia, go back and watch the show. Go back and watch it. Because I know people be like, well, Portia. I love Portia down. But if you go back and watch season 9, in the case of Portia, didn't have her back in return. Because if Portia had her back like Shamea had hers, we wouldn't be here.
Let me say this. I will say this. And I mean, because people's upset. What you doing back in season 17, 2017? Why you this, and this? Why you going back? Because I love the show.
And you got to go back.
And I love the show. And I'm a content creator. And I'm going to call it like I said. Here's the thing. Let me say this for everybody who's listening. I love Portia Williams. I love Portia. And let me say why. I love Portia on my TV because Portia is a great reality star. I know Portia is selfish. I know she's told some lies and she's done some things that nobody should ever do. But I am a Portia Williams fan, hands down. Because, like, people get mad at me when I talk about their faves, and they love when I talk about the people they don't like. So
that's the thing.
So I'm just gonna talk. And it's not that I don't dislike this person. When I say I don't see it for him, that's just I don't see it for him.
But I was gonna say, go ahead. Because listen, I'm the type of person when I do my reviews, there's only one person. There's only one person I'm gonna go to the bat for. I don't give a damn if she right or wrong. It is what it is. And if you mad about it, you're just gonna be mad about it. And if you don't like it, you just ain't gonna like it. And that's probably gonna be right now, as far as Housewives are concerned. Karen Huger. I don't play by Karen. I understand what everybody say about Karen. Y'all are absolutely 100% right. I just enjoy watching her. That's all it is. So for me, I enjoy it. Or like back in the day, it was Mariah Huck. I ain't care. Because I feel like y'all did Mariah wrong, and I don't care. The people did Mariah wrong. They tried to steal that girl's show. You know what I'm saying? All them people got on that show because of her, and they, that stuff could have been worked out. I felt like, but anyway, so I am very, very fair. Like everybody, like Taria, everybody says, oh, one thing about you, Chase, if you said about one, you just said about everybody, like you don't pick no side because it's reality TV, and I enjoy everybody genuinely. I don't have no favorites. The show is my favorite. I love the show. So if I see something, I gotta say something. And we're gonna get into that in a little bit, but I just was like, y'all gotta understand how we get to Angela and Shamea. You gotta go back and watch it with Portia first.
You have to go. You gotta go on this ride. And it's like, and maybe as creators, we're just too invested, and then we just talking about their faves. But your faves is my faves. But the problem is I can call my fave out and still they be my fave. I can call them out on their BS, right? I can call them out. And I'll call Portia out all day, every day, but I'm still a Portia fan.
And you ain't even watched season 10 yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't watch 10. I'm on 12 now.
Okay, 12? So in season 10, it was some old mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't just it. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. So season 9, I was sitting there and I was like, let me go back. So when Shamia when Candy gave Shamia that engagement party and Portia didn't come, the first thing Shamia did when she sat down is ask, "Is Portia here?" And I was like, "Girl, you didn't even sit down good. Like, what's going on? Sit down." And her feelings was so hurt because I was like, Shamia. And then I thought about the interview she had with Carlos. And I was like, well, Shamia said that when she was talking about it, Portia said, well, that's kind of my thing. You have your thing, and it may not work out good for us if you're on the show. And I'm like, if Chase, if we're friends and we're on a show, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Chase, oh, I'm gonna be on this with you. I don't expect you just to turn against me just out of the blue, you know, because I can get it and you can get it. But that's how I think.
You know,
And
there
I
are.
could be wrong. I could be real green when it comes to stuff like that because I just think everybody can get it. I think everything is big enough for everybody.
I do, but I don't want to be unrealistic for me and say there are not
Thank you, fabulous faces.
there are not times and moments and all of that stuff or whatever, right? Where sometimes you'd be like, dang, I kind of wish this was, I mean, yeah, of course, come on, but dang, I kind of want to do it by myself, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's a logical feeling, a
I
logical
get that.
thing, but this is also my best friend. And it wouldn't be for me if I didn't want my best friend to come on, it wouldn't be because this is my thing. It would be because, girl, I don't really want to work with my friend because this show, I value my friendship with you, and that's why I don't want it. But I'm gonna support you in any way that I can. If this is what you want to do, because people are making it a issue that Shamia wanted to be on the show. What do you mean it's an issue that I want to be on the show? I want to be on the show. Like I want to be on. I can't be on the show because y'all think it's an issue. I've never understood why it would be an issue for Shamia to have wanted to be on the show as well. You know what I mean? Let's be
Yeah.
honest with you there, and a lot of people feel like Shamia used Portia to be on the show based off of what she was saying on on Carlos King, but y'all gotta also be there. Like I was in the streets for Atlanta Housewives, so I can speak Atlanta Housewives because I
Yeah.
was in Atlanta. I was working for Lisa Nicole, so I filmed Married to Medicine at the time. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was I was around that. I just was around, and I'm not saying that I was in the boardroom or nothing like that. But Portia had a couple of seasons, her first couple of years, where, and they've already said it. She was fighting for her life, not just season 5. She was fighting for her life season 5, and Andy said that's what she saved her. Peach season 5. Season 6, she got into that fight. Season 7, she was demoted. You get what I'm saying? There was a couple of seasons where Portia
Yeah.
was on the ropes and she came out
Yeah.
swinging. She secured her
Yeah.
peak in
She
that season. By
was.
season 8,
She was
it was
definitely
like
on the
she's here
ropes.
to stay. You know what I mean? But I can't be using nobody who damn near almost ain't even on the show themselves. You get what I'm saying? So how could that have happened?
Yeah.
It's just a lot to unpack. But y'all have, as everybody watching Millichan, because I know Millichan TV, baby, y'all got the numbers, y'all got the rates, okay, y'all got the ratings. I want you to go back and watch season 9, most especially because next week is the mamas. But in order to understand how we get to the mamas, y'all got to understand where it come from.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are here today, and for as far as Atlanta is concerned, is because of all the stuff that happened season 9 that Shamia was not either comfortable with saying, she should have said and didn't say, and all of those things. And she confided in people, you know what I'm saying? And those people ran it back.
And then like somebody said that those shows are surrounded by chaos. And I agree. I agree with you. I agree that there has to be chaos. But my thing is, and I could be green about this. Like I feel like the shows are really good when you have a friend element, right? You have to have a friend element. I think everybody says that. The show is not good. They don't have these ladies aren't friends. They're not real friends, and that's why the show is like this. So, but the thing is, I felt like Shamia was the best friend of. I felt like she was the best friend of on the show. She wasn't doing too much. Like I'm currently watching 12. She done had her baby. Portia done had her baby. Dennis done cheated. Now Shamia done come over here with the baby. They holding babies, talking back and forth. And I was like, okay, this worked. But
Mhm.
somewhere it just fell off. And in season 9, the way Portia ignored Shamia, I was like, girl, I was like, Shamia, there is no way. There is, if I got my peach and the way Portia came and interrupted my birthday party when I got my Rolls Royce.
People forget just last season, y'all was on Portia behind. Y'all was on her head about that stuff. The moment in Bankhead on episode 4 of season 16 where Shamia's playing Never Had, and everybody's like, "Oh, we like it, Shamia. Okay, that's cute." And Portia's like, "That ain't you. That ain't your song."
Like Portia.
And she's talking as the song playing. She's just talking all up and through. Y'all, I get that. Listen, everybody had a turn, right? And they don't sound
Hold on 1 second. We have to. Okay. First of all, Bird said y'all wrong for this. Too judgmental. I'm so disappointed. My POV. So what are we judgmental?
What are we judging? What we wrong for?
We just talking about the show.
Talking about what the show. We talking about the show because
we're talking about things that actually happen on the show.
I'm not making that. Also, Bird, is it Bird? I also want to say, just because you hear us talking about Portia does not mean I don't have thoughts about Shamia, and that's something that I noticed. If you don't, just because I ain't got on one person, don't mean I'm not gonna get to him. You don't know what I think about Shamia because I don't think she's been perfect in this either. But she is not all the way wrong. She was maligned.
Y'all know
I don't. Not defended. She was not protected, and that is a true thing that happened. We watched it happen. You know what I mean? So we got to speak to that because both sides have things that they contributed to the downfall of their friendship. Let me tell you what I think about what Shamia did that was wrong. You ready?
Mm-hmm, I'm listening.
Shamia going to, out of all of the people in the group, going to Drew and Angela last season and having a conversation with Angela and Drew, to me, is suspect. That is wrong. Because at the time, even though you and Portia were like having issues or you were feeling a certain type of way, which in my opinion, rightfully so, because not even like if I move past everything that happened season 9 and 10 and we move past and I finally get my peach, and I'll be honest with you, I ain't never felt like you really wanted me to have no peach, no way, even though you're my friend and you ain't actively tried to block it. But when you say things like this is my show, it made me feel like I'm not supported and getting the peach. And then when I get the peach, you come to the party, you twerking, you came hours late to my birthday party, you interrupted my gift reveal, you loud, you distracted. Then we get to Bankhead, I'm playing my song, everybody vibing with the song, and you talk about that ain't my vocals in front of a group of people, and you discredit my work.
You know it's me.
You know it's me, but that would re-trigger me to feel like, girl, you ain't never really want me on here, no way. You get what I'm saying? So I can understand the logic behind it. What I don't understand is why you went and spoke. Not went and spoke because that would mean that she actively sought them out. What I don't understand is how she was willing, how she had the conversation with Drew and Angela in the first place, knowing that those were Portia's ops at the time. That's just, you can't do that. And so when people feel like you're building an alliance, what you going and talking about you and your best friend issues or people who don't rock with her. Just like I ain't like when Cynthia went back and told Angela this season, Shamia mama's sick and she need to go to therapy and she got some things going on in the house with the surrogate. I was like, why would Cynthia tell Angela that? Like, out of all the people in the group, that's not nothing to discuss with her. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She don't like her. So why arm her with the information? Because we love Angela down, but she's gonna weaponize it when she get mad.
Okay, let me say this because I feel like okay, and this is no shade, but this is a great example. Good morning, Diane. I'm just going to use your post for what we're talking about. I feel like when we are having a conversation about people that people like and it may not be in their favor, people say things about you don't know what's fully going on behind the scenes. No, because we can only talk about what we see on the show. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So we're talking about what they show us on TV. Now, if you choose not to see it, and not everybody does, but I'm just saying, I look at TV a little different now. I look at it a little different. I look at it like underneath. I don't know. It just looks different to me. But we can't talk about what's behind the scenes because we ain't behind the scenes. We talking about what we see on here. We might get a behind the scenes in a reel, in a something like that, but that never really happens.
And
so what we're talking about is exactly what they're showing us. So Portia did not display being a really good friend to Shamia all the time. Shamia does not display like being a good friend right now. The fact that she wanted to do an alliance, the fact that K Michelle said it. It's not behind the scenes. K Michelle said it. She grabbed her hand and asked her to be loyal. Like Shamia needs something. Shamia cannot stand on her own.
You know
That's
what Samia need?
what she needs.
Herself. You got to find that resolve within yourself.
Exactly. And that's all I'm saying, Diane. But I appreciate your comment, honey. Thank you. Thank you.
And we appreciate all the comments. Like I see one saying, did Shamia speak up for Portia when Kay was accusing her of a plot? I want to be very clear about that, because we're speaking of Portia not defending Shamia in season 9, which bred the issue, and the issues were rising. And the only reason why we're talking about season 9 is because all of that stuff factors and influences what we're going to see and what we've been seeing with them this season, which is absolutely nothing, by the way, and influences what we're going to see next weekend. All of that stuff has something to do with it. So for those who are wondering, well, someone said we dealt with past villains. We're not villainizing anyone for what anyone has done. And yes, they are both right and they are both wrong. So when people are right, we're going to call them out when they're right. And when people are wrong, you got to call them out when they're wrong. That's called bias. That would be illogical for us not to get up here and speak to what the truth that we saw. And I also think that when people say, well, it's edited. It wasn't edited 2 weeks ago, was it? When y'all was whooping on somebody who y'all didn't care about, that was edited too. But don't nobody say that when y'all be jumping on the girls who y'all don't like. You get what I'm saying? But it be edited when it's about somebody y'all do like, and it's like like who you like. And behind the scenes, like I like everybody, to be honest with you. So like who you like, but the editing thing is convenient.
And Peanut, we're not talking about Phaedra. We're just talking about Shamia and Portia right now. We know Phaedra has gotten her part. We know Phaedra is a confessional gangster. So we're not even bringing her into the equation right now, because that's a whole nother conversation. I mean, we know she's played a part, but we just focusing on those two right now. That's why because she said, why is everyone judging Shamia so hard and not giving energy to Phaedra? Phaedra deserves a lot of energy. And quiet as kept, after I went back and I looked at it since Phaedra's name came up, I can't believe Phaedra back on this show. I can't believe she's back on the show. I like Phaedra, but I can't believe Phaedra's back on this show.
No, we're on YouTube as well. Hey, is this only on TikTok? No, me and Millie Chun are on Millie Chun's channel on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and type in Millie Chun, MILLICHUN, Millie Chun, you'll find us where you can see both of us on screen. But yeah, we on YouTube with it, y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how, and if people like Phaedra, I like Phaedra. But after the way, since we're talking about Phaedra and then we're going to move on, the way Phaedra sat on that couch and got caught in that lie, let me tell you what I think about this. Because I was trying to figure out, why is Phaedra so just tearing Portia down and calling her garden tools in these confessionals? And I was like, is it because Portia really made her hold her feet to the fire in the season 9 reunion and put it out there that she was the one that said Todd was named Marvin, that she was the one that put all this stuff out there? And I was like, after that, Phaedra was gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phaedra's out of there. So then Phaedra kind of eases back in. She goes to Traders, then she goes to Meriton Medicine, then she's at the end of the Housewives. Now she has a full peach. Now she's sitting in confessionals talking about her and Portia to mess with the same man. And then she's talking about Portia, if you got the money for the poom, you got the poom for the money. And I'm like, if this is your friend, if my friend said that about me, she would not be my friend no more. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And I don't care if I did live with that kind of lifestyle. I don't expect my friend
if you talk about what I got going on.
I don't expect my friend to co-sign that. So I was like, is Phaedra still harboring some of that from season 9 reunion? Because she got caught up?
And you know what else? That's a good question. Is there, because y'all have to understand, like, I talk about it in reality, in a real way, right? And when I say in a real way, if people did things to me that they did to hey, okay, no thank you, baby. We're not doing that. We're going to decline. Sorry, Bookie Doo. But listen, if people did me the way that Shamia's been done, I wouldn't want to rock with y'all. If people did me the way Phaedra's been done, because Phaedra's been done wrong too at times, I wouldn't want to rock with y'all. If people did me the way they did Portia, I wouldn't want to route with y'all. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that that's what people have to understand. Even though we filming a television show and we on the show, it's gone, but it ain't forgotten. I ain't forgot what
No.
you did and what you said. And so what I
No.
want to say is this. I think that's an interesting point that you pull that up because um, with Phaedra saying those things and with Portia this season ended up spilling that it was allegedly some married past the BET weekend with Kelly, even though Phaedra told her, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. And Portia was in the moment, she got so mad, she let a little bit more of it slip out. Is that a challenge in the friendship? Is that something that we need to talk? Do you feel like just like how we feel like Phaedra was kind of like, she was joking, but she might have overstepped. That's what Portia really got going on, right? You know what I'm saying? Did Portia overstep? And I think that what's getting in the way of us getting things is alliances this season. If the alliances weren't there, we would have so much of a better show because we wouldn't just be focused on what Shamia and Kelly doing, everybody doing stuff. And that's why when this week happened with Angela, a lot of people had to like snap out of it and be like, I love Angela, but you know what, y'all, this time, I can't stand on it.
I had to take Angela's speech back. I had to put her on the B team because Angela cannot be on the A team unless she redeems herself. Because you acted up and caused confusion in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Me too. What you say? Yeah. I mean, Angela having the benefit for her mother, the Bailey Bowl, the Maggie Madness. You did all this talk about my mother. The ladies that bought you for Shamia done sent you flowers. Portia done bought you a picture frame. Pinky did this. They've done all the things. You had this whole situation. Let me put this up. Oh, thank you, Super. You had this whole situation, right? You had this whole situation. I judged Shamia this season after Portia said at the reunion that Shamia had been talking about to their personal friend group, saying Portia wasn't happy about her peach before Sweet 16 aired.
What's she supposed to do? Keep it to herself? Now, that's another thing. I understand that, right? Yes. In theory, it is wrong if you get caught. But who don't talk to their friends about stuff? You were saying something, but that's a great comment. Yeah, and I'm judging too because she got caught. So that you got caught. But I mean, everybody do that. Everybody does that.
I'm still rocking with Angela too, but Angela I think Angela is who's that said Angela was crashing out? I think she just
when it comes to Charles, that's
I was so hurt about that. And you know what? I'm gonna have to go on and say this. And I have to say it. Let me do it like this. I love Portia, and I know, and I hope Portia didn't mean. I'm just gonna say I know Portia didn't mean this, but for Portia to say what you wanted to do to her husband, I thought that was crazy. And nobody's gonna let that go.
This is what I'm talking about. Now we get into it, and I think people don't want to open their eyes and realize. Did we write Angela off for one thing? I didn't write Angela off for one thing. But before we get to Angela, because I really want to say something about that, there was a comment that says you guys have to realize producers edit these things. So then, if I think that's in an effort for us to say like, don't say what we're saying because it's edited. Okay, now what we're gonna say? Or we just gonna sit up here, Millie Chun, like this?
I mean, yeah, what we gonna talk? We can't talk about what they edit. That's all we can talk about. Because
I love y'all,
but see, that's the thing. Is like, I know that we're having a conversation about your faves, or you feel like we want, but we're just talking about what we see.
That's all. That's all we can talk about. That's it. Now let me tell you about Angela. Right, this is where I haven't disliked Angela or nothing. Right, I don't dislike her. Right,
I like Angela.
But I love Angela down, love her down. But
I said she was a bona fide certified housewife. I'm just taking her peach for these last 2 episodes.
But listen, my antenna's been up, Millie Chun, for a very long time when it comes to Angela, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Right, last season at the daggone Nashville, the girls at the pool, they said whatever they said, they did whatever they did. Right, okay. She was upset, rightfully so. Right, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. She was upset. Then we get to Cynthia house. Her and Portia had a conversation. She moved on. But her and Angela and her and Shamia had a conversation. She didn't want to move on because she felt that as a married woman, I expected more from you, Shamia, and I expected you to take a stance on this and tell your best friend that she's wrong. Shamia says, I told her she was wrong. I don't agree with it, but I don't want to be in y'all stuff. Cause y'all say I'm always in everything anyway.
Mhm.
I'm step out because me and you good, me and
Mhm.
Portia good, and I just want to be good, right? Right?
Mhm. Mhm.
The next episode, Angela then goes back and weaponizes the information told to her off camera by Shamia to Portia, right? And says, well, I feel like Shamia may think this is a lopsided friendship. Boom. So when Shamia say, I feel like you the reason why we not friends, Shamia dead wrong. They not the y'all not she not the reason why y'all ain't friends. Y'all been having stuff going on long before Angela came to it. But do I feel like Angela contributed to it? Yes, I do. By
Yeah.
going back and run that information
Oh, when
because
she was
you,
talking to Portia when they was outside at the tennis
mhm.
situation,
And
right?
I feel like
Okay.
she did that because that was her lick back. She got her lit back. And now I'm gonna get my lit back. You won't take up for me, and you talking about who husband you gonna boink? I got y'all.
Cause
Let
she
me go
was
ahead and
mad
tell
at
y'all what happened.
but all Shamil did was laugh.
So that
Right?
means, Millichan, that means this, right? Keep in mind, everybody, all Portia, I mean, excuse me, all Shamia did that we know of is laugh, right? I'm
That's
just walking
it.
y'all through it. Let me walk y'all through it. Let me walk y'all through it. But she been on Shamia hair all season, right? All
Yes.
season she been on Shamia head, right? And she been cool with Portia in the scenes, but behind on the confessionals, what she
Tearing
been
up.
doing?
She been
She been
tearing up
tearing
people.
Portia behind up, right? So
Yeah.
I think
She
what we're
fell
watching
asleep with
Angela
her
do,
husband.
but what we're watching Angela do is skin a cat two different ways, right? She getting them two different ways, but what the optics is for me, because I don't know if y'all don't notice by now, I keep it real. I deal with real, right? I'm dealing with the real edited situation that we got, right? So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep it real based off of what was edited. Catch that dirt.
Okay.
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 So let me keep it real with you. If you hammering Shamia and all we know of is Shamia has done is laugh because Shamia even asked you when y'all sat down, what have I done to you? And you bring up Portia, Shamia say, no, don't bring up Portia. Tell me what I've done to you. And
Yep.
we 12 episodes into this, 13 episodes into this. And Angela has yet to tell us what Shamia has done to her. That leads me to believe that Angela is not over it. And she mad at everybody still. And I would
Yep.
much rather her operate in that reality of being like, you know what? I'm still upset with y'all because what y'all did, you thought that my husband was a laughing stock at that pool when she made that comment. That's not cool. And I'm gonna need a break off of you, and I'm gonna need a break off of you, Portia, because you said it, and I still ain't over that just yet, and that's all right.
And
But
it's
instead,
okay.
hold on, wait, Millie, let me wrap it up. But instead, what we're watching you do, and it looks fake. I just gotta call it out. It looked fake. It looks fake that you cool with one person, but you talking about her in the confessional and throwing shade and doing the jokes. And one episode was fine, two episodes is fine, but like every episode is suspect, y'all, at this point, that she throwing shade like this at this degree to Portia about the situation, but you cool with her in the scenes, and
Yeah.
then you not cool with Shamia based off Shamia laughing. And then if Phaedra really did do what you say she did to your husband, that is a never again zone. So you cool with Phaedra, you cool with Portia, but you mad with Shamia because she laughed. It give
Yep.
me she doing to Shamia what y'all say the girls used to do to Drew and come for Drew because y'all felt like Drew was the low hanging fruit and that was the easy read. And to me, with her going last episode and saying, "Oh, Shamia said you've been talking about me behind my back," and Angela said, "Oh, that's a figment of your imagination. You've been asking
Oh.
people about me. Y'all got to wake up and see what we're watching, y'all." I love Angela, but what I think Angela does is she see red, she be mad, she
Clothes,
you
honey.
come for Charles, she on your behind, rightfully so. But that the way that she moving and going about it is eventually going to be her own undoing because for a lot of people, this strike number two because they believe the Phaedra stuff for a lot of people, and they gave her a pass on the Phaedra stuff. Then for
Yep.
the girl to say you lying, oh, you get what I'm saying? Now it's strike number two for people. And I don't want Angela to be her own undoing. I don't want her to get so mad to where she can't come back because she is justified in her anger, but the way she expressing it and going about it is you can't. I can't stand behind a lot of it. I can't. I can't stand behind it.
Because if for me, Angela, like it was the last episode for me. Like, first of all, at the end of the episode before that, right after they left the Maggie Madness, I was like, Angela, why did you just ruin that whole event like that? Then we get to Scotland and you just lie, that big lie, right? And I was like, why is Angela doing this? And then, like, when you talk about the confessionals and you talk about how she is like talking to Portia and talking to Phaedra, but she has this, why not work on that? Because you need to get off of Shamia. I think Angela just needs to get off of Shamia.
Because
Period. She has
because
no reason to be upset with Shamia. There's
because
no reason. She said she was mad at Shamia because for Shamia to be a married woman, she should understand that. And why would you laugh? That makes no sense.
so okay.
That's your imagination.
I want to make sure I love on your
Thank you,
people.
Pam.
Hey, Miss Paulette. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I didn't understand it, so I was just like, "What we supposed to talk about, friend?" I didn't get it. Over here on TikTok, someone says all Angela's reads are rehearsed. She practices and waits for the moment to say it. That's your opinion, baby. I don't know, but I don't know. That's the thing I don't like to do, right? I don't like to, unless it just obviously felt like super rehearsed, like you know. And what's that comment? What's that comment?
When did Shamia tell, basically, when Shamia leaned over and told Angela's daughter, "You're sweeter than your mom."
I ain't like that.
That
I
is
hated that.
okay.
I didn't like it.
What didn't you like?
I just feel like see. I know she said it in jest. I know she was joking, but
Yeah,
my thing is, I'm on 100 flat. I'm a 100 kind of person, Millie John. Don't speak to my baby if you don't like me. I don't care if you're joking or not. Say hey to my baby and keep it moving.
I
That's
got,
kind of that's how
I
I am.
got you. I
That's
got you.
it.
But
I didn't
okay,
like it.
but let me elevate it into this situation. It's not that serious because Angela used this because she got caught in that lie.
She wasn't gonna bring it up.
She used this right here to piggyback on that lie she got caught in. Because this is, I get, now I hear you. If you not good with me, don't talk to my baby. I
Yeah.
got you 100%. I'm with you on that 100%. Hold on, let me put Square Biz up here. Thank you, Square Biz.
Read what Square Biz said. They paid for that comment. What they say?
Angela, wait, Lord, hold on, child. Hold on, child. Y'all know I can't see. Angela may betray Portia by revealing that she was the one who shared Shamia's information with her. That would be Angela's way of getting revenge on Portia, and that betrayal could be what sparks the fallout between the two.
That's exactly. I just said that was her lick back. It was masterful. It was Real Housewives. But if somebody call you out for getting your lick back, you got to be like. So what we've seen is, and I'm gonna call y'all out, the viewers. I gotta call y'all out. That lay on your back to get on your feet was definitely a moment. Oh, okay, I understand that. I'm gonna call the viewers out, right? At this point, when do y'all feel like? I hate to say this, Angela. You know I love you. What at what point do you think that she playing on y'all top? You get what I'm saying? Are you playing?
Yeah.
You playing with my intelligence now? Yes, because
Well, I thought she was playing with my intelligence after she sat there and told that lie, and you want to make a big deal of she just saying to your daughter, you're nicer than your mother. Like you said, don't talk to my kid, but that's not an argument.
I feel like you're insulting me now.
Okay,
Like you get what I'm saying? Like with the whole that's a figment of your imagination. And then what really got me, I just bust out laughing because it was funny. Remember when her Portia and Phaedra were riding in the car on the way to dinner? And she's gonna talk about, I'm just glad you guys are in the room so you can hear the truth.
I was like, Angela.
The truth.
And then Phaedra was like, I said, Phaedra see it. Phaedra sees it. Because the way Portia done touched on Phaedra when she heard Ashley tell her, look, girl, I didn't say nothing about this. But then for Angela to say, I didn't say you said it, I said it. So Angela, you made that up. You are spiraling. And that's why I said she goes to, I didn't like what she said to my daughter. Because Phaedra was just truly like, girl, what did she say to your baby?
Phaedra's like, I know you lying. Yeah.
She was like, girl,
Phaedra was like, oh. Phaedra was like, oh.
And then I was like, come on, Angela.
I don't like it. Stay from my, if you don't like me, keep your paws off of Apollo.
I get you on that.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I hear y'all too.
It's her scrambling.
I think it's personal preference when it comes to that. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is acceptable for you? What's not acceptable?
I agree with you. If you don't,
I'm just saying, like in general, you know what I mean. I think that's how people have to view that. But I do think it being brought up in that way, I can see how people would feel as if it was brought up to, to deviate from what we were here from. And the reason why I feel like it probably was also brought up to deviate from what it was here from, because Angela then made the conversation with Shamia being a liar based off of what based off of what's the young lady name? Ashley, saying that Shamia told her that Ashley said that she slept, that Ashley told Angela that she had slept with Charles, which was not true. And so Angela was like, "You lying, you a liar, 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 liar." And we all heard the truth. And although Portia definitely does not owe Shamia nothing, they're not friends.
No.
I think that for it to be a reality show, I like it. Listen, I don't, Shamia, me and you not friends. We ain't gonna, we not cool. But I did hear the girl say that you got caught lying. Like like me and Phaedra, we heard Phaedra could say, one of them could have said, whoever felt more comfortable with saying it, one of them could have said, listen, we heard that girl say that you did get her for information, Angela. And I'll be honest with you, Angela got to be very careful. Angela's got to be careful because eventually, however you feel about the Phaedra thing happened, right? Mm-hmm. And now the Shamia thing where the girl saying, you did ask me for the information. So that's a lie, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to break it to y'all. It's a lie. And you're going around doing these things, people are going to start creating a narrative that if we make you mad, you're going to create up scenarios and you're going to come and dig up stuff and dig up the past and go around asking people, do they have dirt on us or whatever? And we're not going to want to work with you. And I'm not saying everybody don't do it. Everybody just don't get caught. That's all. You got caught.
I really do hate that.
You got to be careful. You can't do that.
I think Portia and Phaedra should have called her out at the table. But I don't know if Portia want to do that because of Shamia. I don't know, but that was messed up that Portia and Phaedra at least confront her in the room. Like, Angela, you lying. The woman, it got on the phone and you're lying. But let me see what Super 3701 said. Angela was supposed... Oh, listen to this, Chase. Angela was supposed to check Shamia at Sweet 16 reunion, what Britt said about Shamia starting the side baby rumor and Charles cheating in Tennessee, and it carried over to season 17.
Is that what it was? Well, guess what? Thank you, friend. But guess what I need? Guess what I need, though? You know what I need? I need for Angela to tell us that. I need for Angela to say it. Because Angela ain't said it yet. I need her to say what the issue is. So once I find out what the issue is, then I'll figure it out.
Angela was supposed to check Shamia at Sweet 16 reunion. What Britt said about Shamia starting the side baby rumor and Charles cheating in Tennessee. Is that what she mad at Shamia about?
Y'all got to, well, I definitely want to hear her say it. Miss girl, what's the T say? I don't get him at all. As someone say that to my child, I would say you are correct. She is nice, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. It's not. Okay. I understand what Chase is saying.
This is everybody. I think that's why I say it's I don't think nobody right or wrong about it. I think that it could be questioned why it was brought up in that moment. Because if you felt that way, like me, because I don't agree, I don't like it. I don't like it. That would have been what I brought up at the table first when we first sat down in Scotland. I know good God, doggone well, you ain't talking to my child, and you know me, and you're not cool. Why are you doing that? Because honestly, no tea, no shade.
That would have been better.
We've seen how Shamia reacts when her mothering is brought up, or like when Britt said that stuff last season. Shamia was not here for it. It's not the same thing for sure. I just think that for me, stay from my baby. That's all. That's all, friend. Girl.
Okay. Friend. Here's the thing. I ride with you on that. But also, the fact that she got caught in that humongous lie, come back with this lame, you talking to my baby at the thing? No, ma'am. That's not strong enough. You should have started with that. You should have led with that. You should have said, Shamia, look, let me tell you something. You are not my friend. Don't talk to my baby.
Just say hey and keep it moving. Like, remember in Potomac, how it was the issue with Wendy and Candace and Giselle and her daughter, about her daughter, right? Remember? You know what I mean? And, even though Candace was like, even though me and Giselle aren't cool, I say hello, and that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it. That's all you got to say about child.
Exactly. Angela started doing damage control. She got in the summer of 2024.
Well, I don't know about that. I know it was definitely like, it was so bad, y'all, and it just kept getting worse.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If we're not good, what are you talking to my child for? Because first of all, that's another level. You don't even need to talk to her.
And you know what, baby bust out laughing. Angela probably was mad because her daughter probably was like, "You right, I am. I ain't messing with her right now neither." I'm mad with her too, girl. And me and my baby got issues. But for her to say, you don't know, for Angela to say, you don't know what me going on in my household. You don't know what's going on in nobody's household.
You don't know
Cynthia
what.
had to tell you what was going on in her household, which she should not have done, by the way. But Cynthia had to tell you what was going on in the household, and that still didn't stop you from bringing it up at Maggie Madness, which I thought was late. I did not live for that at all. I thought, like, why are we talking about this here when we're literally going to Scotland next week, and this event is to honor your mother? I wouldn't have brought up that there. I wouldn't have done
Let me talk about this right here, Chase. Shout out to
that.
Mo.
Hey Mo.
So when I take the girls'
Mika.
peaches, because I have Shamia's peach downstairs in the freezer.
Give it back.
I can't give it back. And let me tell you why Shamia peach is downstairs in my freezer.
Okay.
And this is what I had said before. If Nene Leaks had some text messages in her phone and Angela was outside that door claiming that she is sleeping with somebody's husband, do you honestly think Nene would have yelled from the bed outside the door? Do you think Kenya would have yelled from the bed outside the door? Do you think Sheree wouldn't have even done that? Nene would have knocked on Angela's door. No, I'm sorry. Kenya would have knocked on Angela's door with her megaphone and read them texts too.
I mean, the text messages, by the way, they were bad too. Go ahead.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I say Shamia is not a housewife. This is what I mean when Shamia sat on the couch on season 9 and had a front row seat of how it's done. And
And
you still are not
and
a housewife. You come in here with names like Sasquatch. You got
oh yeah,
real
the reads
receipts
like
in your phone. You got real receipts in your phone. Angela is over here scrambling, talking about you sleeping with a man with a green beard. Girl,
yeah,
I've been like,
yeah.
Ashley, I would have been like, Ashley, I'm standing right here talking to Angela. Angela is telling me that that your husband, that $10,000 check your husband wrote for me for that breast cancer event,
Nah.
that he had, that the reason he wrote the check is because I'm so fine that he had to write me a check, and then so for exchange.
And by the way,
And mind you, Ashley, let me finish real quick. Mind you, Ashley, my husband just bought me a $32,000 Van Cleef necklace,
oh,
and your husband wrote me a $10,000 check. Hold on, let me let you talk to Angela. Girl, Chase, it would have been ridiculous the way
I'm gonna say this: everybody's not a Nene Leaks,
not ready.
everybody's not a Kenya Moore, everybody's not a Sheree. But what I will say,
He's not ready.
you are crazy, Milton. By the way, I everybody's not them. What I will say is, I've been clocking how Shamia has stepped up in ways this season as a housewife that she was not equipped to. And by the way, Shamia at the season 9 reunion, she showed up because she was on Phaedra neck at the reunion. So I was like, where that Shamia at? Bring her. But
Bring her back.
I've been clocking how Shamia has been letting the girls don't play with me. Now, whether they respect it or not, she's at least done better this season than she did last season. Like, I'm gonna start with number 1 in Dallas. When everybody was getting dressed, remember? And she said, no. Y'all think I told K. Michelle this? No, I need everybody to stop doing what you're doing and come sit down right here. And K. Michelle, I want you to tell them if I told you that.
That was one time, Chase.
Hold on, wait, that's the first time.
Okay.
The first time, right?
Okay.
The second time, I'm gonna just go skip to Scotland. We in Scotland, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in Scotland. She did, even though she didn't blast on the megaphone, she gave it to Pinky, and Pinky read them text messages out. She say, Angela weird and Angela lying. You get what I'm saying? Like so that. She did better that way. I'm just saying, but let me tell you how she really messed the game up. Because at first I was like, girl, okay. So in one interview, she said that she sent Angela a cease and desist about it, right? But then in another interview, she said, I want names. So I want names, and everybody was like, well, girl, how you want names and timestamps and all that? And you sent her a cease and desist. It is to my understanding that, while I let people read the text message, she could have done that. But anyway, listen, people were like, why are you sending, how is she going to tell it if it's a cease and desist? She can't talk about it. A cease and desist, to my understanding, does not stop you from telling the truth. So if you're really telling the truth about this, give me the names of who the people I slept with. She really forced Angela's hand. Either you tell the truth, or when you get to that reunion, you're not going to speak to it, and now everybody going to know you lying about that too. So if I was Angela, I would be like, oh, well, I know you slept with Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan, I got the proof right here that you slept with Michael Jordan. Or I'm going to say I can't speak to it. And so if I was Shamia at the reunion, I would say, well, why you can't speak to it? Because you were lying. Because if you lying, then it's no pressure for you to say that. She fights differently, but she doesn't fight in the traditional way that Real Housewives do. And guess what? We ain't here for the antics though. We just not here for that. Just girl, go ahead and cuss this lady out and get this over with. Because that's why she's on your top. Cuss her out. If you cuss Angela out, back off.
Angela out. But my thing, but here's the thing, Chase. Here's the thing. We do know that, the people want Nene Leakes back because they feel like Nene is going to be Nene. You know what I'm saying? And Nene is the epitome of a housewife. I got that. But this is a moment that I feel like Shamia could have risen to me. And this is just for me. This is just me watching.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got edited,
Yeah. I feel like that when Shamia got in that room and she said, girl, look at these texts I got from Ashley.
She should have went knocked on that door. I would have called everybody right back down to that dining room table.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. House meeting. We got to have a house meeting because we got to read these texts. And Angela's sitting over here this 0.20 second conversation call with Ashley. And Ashley would say when Angela wanted to be said, Shamia had the juice.
But I do think she's been getting her together, Melichan. I just don't think she do it in a way that we want. But she has been getting Angela together. And let me tell you something. The way the pendulum swings on these shows right now, y'all. It's just Angela's turn, y'all. She got called. That's all. Somebody says on the thing, right? This is a good one. Hey, Bia Sharon. Bia Sharon says, but we do know that Shamia started the whole thing, right? And so I wanted to ask you, is it a coincidence? I wanted to ask you, who do you think started it with Shamia and Angela? Because I'll be honest with you, y'all don't fault me. I don't really remember who started. Well, if we want to go back to the origin of how Shamia and Angela even first had their first argument in the first place, right? It's episode 2 of season 16. I do know this.
Let me get my remote.
Yeah. You ready?
Let me get my remote, child.
I'm gonna throw y'all back real quick.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on, y'all. 1 second.
Go ahead.
I'm here. I'm listening. Okay. Keep going.
Avius Unfiltered says Angela started. Somebody said bread. I don't know. Listen. Okay. So the origin of how Shamia and Angela first got into anything at all on the show is because at Shamia's birthday party, Portia and Drew were arguing back and forth, and Shamia said, are you dating Dennis or sleeping with Dennis or whatever? I don't remember the word verbatim, but are you, Drew, messing with Dennis, right? Episode 2, Shamia, Drew, and Angela go work out. As they're working out.
What season are we in? Tell me again.
Season 16, episode 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Towards the end of the episode, Shamia, Angela, and Drew are working out. Shamia apologizes or whatever. She's like, listen, I just asked you because Melichan, you were doing Hot Topics back then. When them pictures of Aunt Drew and Dennis hit the streets, everybody wanted to know what was going on. Am I lying?
Everybody wanted to know.
Everybody wanted to know. So Shamia asked the girl on camera, is y'all messing around, right? They go work out. And Angela says to Shamia, I feel like you're a lap dog because you said that for Portia. And you said that, and I didn't like that you came for Drew in that way. And that's how they got into it. So Shamia's like, well, girl, I'm not really talking to you. I'm talking to Drew. I'm not even talking to you. I didn't even know you spoke or felt the type of way because you didn't say nothing in the moment. You waited till we got here. And now you're saying something on behalf of Drew. So you've taken up for Drew, just like you think I was taking up for Portia. But I'm the lap dog, right? That was the conversation. Then episode 3, they was at Kelly event at Balmain, and they got into the 99 No's and the Flavor Flav read off kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But that is how they initially came into issue because Angela had an issue with Shamia asking Drew that question. So that's how it originally started. They made up. and they were good into Nashville. So I don't know. That's why I want to know. Somebody asked, who do they think started it? And so I would love to know who everybody thinks started it. Somebody said Angela started. Somebody said Britt. I don't, I don't know how Britt started it, but okay. I want to see what the people saying and y'all thing. Somebody said, "Girl, what's the tea?" That's yes, that's correct. That's how it started. See, girl, that's tea. I knew we were gonna be friends. I knew you was gonna like me, girl. You know, I keep it real, girl. I just
So wait a minute. Super 3701 said,
Mhm.
what's the difference of what Shamia? Hold on, it's going up now. Hold on 1 second. What's the difference what's the difference of what Shamia said to Drew than what Angela said to Shamia?
That's the thing. So I'm telling y'all, like I on my channel, y'all listen. We review shows as well on on my channel every week. When I said that, I took a beating for it, and it's okay because we're just reality TV. We can agree, we can disagree, but we friends. We love each other, and everything that we're doing is because we love the shows, we love the girls, and we love what we see. It's no it was no kind of like it's just not malicious or nothing like that. We love what we see, and we love to talk about it. If you have a difference of opinion, it's more than welcome. We welcome your opinion because we got ours, so we want you to have y'all's, right?
Mhm.
But that is how it started. Now I don't know how we get here, and if Shamia actually said those things that Super said that I don't remember who said it. That whoever said Britt said it, then
Okay, wait. Let me
Shamia on a rocket high in her hands. Go ahead, Militan.
I'm on season 16,
Episode 2 is at the end of the episode.
episode 2. Okay, let me say this at the beginning. The ladies are sitting in Shamia's house.
Yes.
Shamia is sitting next to Portia.
Hmm.
Shamia is the one that had asked
The question.
the question if she and Dennis were sleeping together, and that's what Portia said. Let me break the fourth wall and all of the things, right?
Yes.
And that, okay, go ahead, I'm about to fast forward to
No, that's just so. I mean, I feel like if we're taking it to the beginning of where it all starts, it's this because they were saying that Shamia was a lap dog, but as Angela's doing it, you know who's sitting back watching her do it?
Hmm.
Drew. You sitting back just
Oh
chuckling.
yeah, Drew is mute.
Yeah, she's sitting back and let Angela do it. So and then later on in the season, we have the conversation where Angela, when they was at Cynthia House for the Juneteenth event, and Angela was by herself, and Drew got up and left, and Angela later felt like, Drew, you don't have my, I mean, you have my back a little bit more, and so Drew hops in now, and she takes up for, so I just everybody has somebody back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really do believe that it would be a better season if it wasn't so divided and the girls would just allow things to happen. Even if it's not the Portia and Shamia stuff, even if it's not the Angela and Shamia stuff, even if it's not whatever Shamia and K Michelle situation, whatever that is, if it could just be the girls are just being girls, and then it's like, okay, somebody said something, let me talk about it. You know what I mean? But it's like they're just so split.
It's so split. It's so bad. I really hope the reunion got some resolution because it's so bad. I actually hate that they're in this place with one another. I do. But you know what? Why it's split like this? If we're gonna be honest,
Hmm.
Portia and Shamia. If Portia and Shamia was to have made up, it wouldn't be this bad.
It would be this bad. You're right.
Yeah.
Because Kelly doesn't have a reason to have anything. If anybody, Portia should have a beef with Kelly because Kelly came at her wrong from the beginning. Kelly
And
should have a beef with Portia.
Millie, did you?
Go ahead, honey. What?
I was just going to say, did you watch my interview with Kelly?
I didn't watch all of it. I did see the clips. I didn't watch all of
Okay,
it.
it's only if y'all want to go. I had brunch with Kelly at Nana's
Oh yes,
Chicken
I
and
did
Waffles.
watch that. I did
It's
watch
only,
that.
yeah, okay. It's only like 10 minutes. The
Yeah.
podcast, though, if you go listen to the podcast version, it's some more stuff in that podcast version that's not on YouTube. Some more stuff that she said. Y'all go listen to that podcast version. It's about 5 more minutes on that one. She was some stuff on that one. But yeah, and Kelly feels like Portia started it first. So
You started what first?
Portia Kelly feels like when Portia was on Amazon Live, this is what she told me. When she
Oh,
was on and when Portia was on Amazon Live and said, and that Kel girl, yeah, I don't really know about her. We're gonna find out. I don't really know about that Kelly girl. I don't know about Kel. I don't know about her. That was her starting it in Kelly's
that's what
opinion.
it was. Okay. That's
That's
why,
the Kelly what that's the Kelly
yeah,
y'all. I see before y'all say
yeah,
what Chase. I ain't say that. I'm
yes,
telling
that's
you
what
what Kelly
Kelly
told
said.
me personally.
That's what Kelly said. And then the thing is, I had to go back and see what she was talking about because I remembered that. I remember Portia saying, I remember Portia doing her Amazon line. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad to be back, and all the girls are good." But that Kelly girl, Kel, I don't know that much about her, but we'll see. And that was just Portia's thing, and that's just Portia.
But
So
she said no, Mila Chun. Now you watching it, you looking at that through Portia. You love Portia glasses. Now when I went back and watched it, I could see to me how I would have took that as shade because she was like, I don't really know about her like that. She was doing all like, yeah, girl, I don't know about her. And she
yeah,
was
she was
very.
like,
If
"I
you
don't
watch
really
the
know
whole
about
thing,
her."
like if you watch the whole thing, she didn't do that to nobody else. Oh,
She
she's
did.
wonderful as a
She
business,
did.
Angela. And then that cowgirl, I don't really know about her, but we're
That's
gonna
right.
see. We're gonna
That's
see.
exactly what she did. I remember that.
Okay, I just
I
because I
was
would have
like,
been like,
"Ooh."
but I
But
would
then,
have asked though, is it some
but I
pressure?
didn't expect her to come and sit on the couch and say, "Oh, girl, why you take that girl husband?" I
Yeah, I
wasn't.
wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, well,
Wait,
girl,
wait a
I saw
minute.
you on Amazon.
Are you talking about this scene when they at the gym?
Yes.
Okay, the gym scene about to come up. Okay, you talking about the gym scene
Right
because
after they finished working out, Angela on Shamia
Drew
behind.
has her hands and she says lap dog. Drew calls her lap dog.
Angela was on Shamia behind in that scene.
So maybe Angela was the maybe. Mm, mm, I don't know.
Well, see, hey, that was not shady. Yeah, to you. I'm the kind of
I don't. You know
I'm
what?
here to
I don't
comment
think it
to
was
you.
shady because I don't think she knew about her. I don't think Faith. I don't think Portia knew about Kelly. I think she was like, I don't know about her. I don't think she knew her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she
Mhm.
had like, she said whatever she said about Britt, all the other girls. She was like, I don't know about that Kelly girl, but we'll see. Because she was like, we'll see. And then she just went on into something else. I didn't. I promise I didn't take it like that. But Kelly, but this is what I will say, and I will say I have said this before about the girls. One thing y'all can say what y'all want to about Britt Edie, but you'll never forget Britt Edie. So if the girlies, if the girlies want to come and make a lasting impression, I got to give it to Kelly. She went for the big dog. She made a lasting impression. And she
Because
started
guess what?
what?
Y'all not gonna like this. Don't do Angela. We're not doing Angela. Oh, Dwayne. We're not gonna do Angela. Hey, Dwayne. Somebody said that was not. Hey, Millie. Somebody said Dr. Diligent J says, "Hey, Millie." But guess what? Y'all not gonna like this one. I'm gonna say this. I ain't taking it back. Y'all are
Uh-oh.
not gonna like this one, y'all. I think honestly, as far as Real Housewives are concerned, I actually think Kelly the MVP this season.
You didn't think what?
I think Kelly's the MVP this season.
Kelly who?
I do. You want to know why I think that?
Kelly Potter?
I do. You want to know why?
I'm listening.
She's actually given us a storyline this season, a real storyline this season. We've seen her open a business, the business struggling, her having to move out, move in with a friend, go do financial lessons, go, we've seen her be, and then when it comes to the group, I think to
You had to
me,
come out of your fog, people. You got to come out the fog.
hold on, wait. Yeah, no, but see, but that's okay though, because everybody got to go through it to get to it, right? So, but listen to this. I want to clarify. I do think that I would have took it as shade if Portia said that to me, but I would not have the first thing I saw mention Dennis when I don't even know this girl. I wouldn't have did that. I would have asked her in a different setting, maybe when we're all like, when we're all like bonding or something like that. I would have asked her about it. I wouldn't have done it like that. My thing with her when we was at Shamia House had been like, well, girl, I saw you on Amazon Live. I don't know if you meant that shade or not, so I want to ask you because I don't know you. You get what I'm saying? I would have done that, and she didn't do that. But hold on, what I want to say is, I also think that from personal storylines, she's given us a full story this season. Her children can't film. It's vulnerable, it's embarrassing, but it's honest. And I want to say, even though I don't really side with her or Portia, I think the fact that she not willing to back down to Portia is something to be said because a
Yeah.
lot of people back down to the big dog. And so when I
Yeah.
look at her in a group setting, I have to say, what has she brought in a group setting? She brought us some conflict with Portia because Shamia not doing it,
Well,
Angela not doing it.
I will have to agree. Like like somebody said, I love how y'all
I
agree.
love
I
Portia.
love how you agree. It's hilarious.
I love Portia,
But
friend.
when
Don't
you
do that. I love Portia.
no. Somebody said in the comments, I love how y'all agreeing on it. It's hilarious. I will say this. I have to agree with you because Drew has gave us absolutely nothing but looks. Phaedra has given us absolutely nothing but confessionals. I'm going to say, as much as I hate to say this, and as I'm listening to you talk about Kelly,
No, they're talking like, hell no, Kelly is not the MVP. I'm hollering. Somebody said Pinky. That's a good case.
I was saying Pinky. I was going to say Pinky. I was like Pinky gets on my nerves, right? She gets on my nerves. But when I get out of the fog of Pinky, then Pinky did give us a storyline. Pinky gave us, I mean, she bankrupted us to death. Like we all probably saw chapter 11 this season. And I mean, she got a lot going on, but she had her lot going on in parts, right? I agree, Miss Cynthia. Cynthia will always be the MVP to me, John. Like she the number one MVP. So, I mean, but I think Kelly, you can say that for Kelly because Kelly is giving her real life. She's giving real story, and that's true. That's honest. If you get out of the fact that Kelly is loud and she's siding with Mia and she kind of going against Portia because she is Shamia's lapdog, you know,
You think that's why? You do you think that's why?
huh?
That's like, do you think that's why they into it?
Who?
You think that's why Kelly coming for Shamia Kelly? You think Kelly coming for Portia on behalf of Shamia?
I think she does.
Okay.
I really do. And I will say, like, and you know, if you just like I said, if you come out of the fog, and I was really listening to you because like Kelly's confessional looks in her mouth are so loud, you forget that she has a story. So I can see how we could be lost on that, everybody. Everybody, let's just put the looks aside, the white t-shirt, and let's put the noise level on a 10. Let's think about what Chase said. Kelly is around here looking for somewhere to live. She done had to move into her friend's place. I like the little razzle dazzle that she did when she went to a house that's 7,000 she ain't got before. I thought that was a cherry on top. But she did give us, but she gave us something to talk about because how a man gonna put $70,000 worth of teeth in your mouth and you around here need somewhere to live? Like these are the types of things Kelly had us talking about. She did have us talking.
I mean, she had y'all talking about the t-shirt.
I'm not gonna take that from Kelly because she did have you talking, but I don't think Portia really don't have no storyline this season. Phaedra don't have no storyline this season. Drew don't have a storyline this season. Angela has a little bit when it comes to her daughter, but now she's just doing stuff that's stupid.
And you know what? When it comes to Portia, I think that we're going to get a better Portia next season because her and Sway are legit. They're really together. That's not like a. Oh wait, what you done said? Wait? But her and Portia
She
together.
That's put her panties on her knee-high socks. How dreadful!
But you see what I'm saying? But that's a Real Housewife. If y'all look at it, look.
That's the best. That's the best look for me Kelly's ever had. I think it's the best look.
Well, it
worked for me.
We love our Delulu housewives, y'all. Remember when Nene went to Miami on season 4 and went go looking at the house, and Candy was like, I don't know if Nene got enough money to afford this house or whatever, right? And Nene was like, Cynthia was like, well, girl, if you want the house, you're gonna get the money to get the house. Like that. We've seen times on Housewives where people have kind of been like, remember when Nene season 7, if you watch season 7, Nene wigs season 7, girl. Every week she had us talking about them wigs. Remember how bad they were? Like the one
that she had going all the way up.
Going up, yes. And then the little boat, the little chop bob she had on it, like, if she was going like this, like, so it is Housewives. It's just not like what you think in the sense, like we want our girls to be like, yes, push through. But I don't mind the struggle. I do hope though, for her story and her sake, that it's not we not too down on our luck, back against the wall. Like next season, I'm gonna need you to start making some moves to come up out of that next season if you're back. And like I was saying earlier, I think Portia's gonna give us a better season next season because I do think that her and Sway are real. I feel that they're a real couple, in my opinion. So
look at what. Okay, how do y'all feel about this? Do y'all read this comment? I don't want to say it out loud, but just read the comment.
You want me to say it?
No, you don't have to read it. how do y'all feel like? What do y'all think about this Angela to have one with how she feels about her daughter's lifestyle? How do
Here's
y'all
what
feel about that?
well, I will say this because I'm gay, so I'm gonna speak on. I'm not gonna speak on behalf of the gays, but I'm gonna speak on behalf of me, right? I can't speak for every gay person in the world, right?
Hmm.
I'm holding off on saying that, right? Because there are things that Amari said in the on the show that have made me feel like maybe okay, I see where y'all coming from, but maybe some of it may not necessarily be her mom because she said, and I'm gonna break it down for y'all. She said that she is hesitant to tell her siblings about her wife because um it's not a man. She's not married to a man, and it's not what is called a heteronorm, right? And
Right.
so some of that is self-induced. You ain't nobody making you do that, but you, baby. You got to be comfortable with it first, and then you can be comfortable sharing that information, right? But I do want to know where she learned not to be comfortable about it because that means that she looks at her relationship with her wife as not normal. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I
so
got that too. And then as a mother, I was, I was really like, I really try to put myself in this one before I talk about it because it has to make sense to me. And I was like, okay, if I was a mother and my child, first of all, I would be devastated if my baby. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I love my baby. So if she finds love and it's gentle and it's safe and it's love, then it's just love. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
But if Lillian if Lillian went to a justice of the peace, a drive-through in Vegas, and had holy matrimony without me knowing it, I don't care who you married to. The problem is gonna be with me and Lillian. I would have a fit if my baby
Yeah,
did something like that. I
yeah,
don't care if you want to get married outside the garage. I'm gonna be there. I mean, I'm gonna try to make some. I'm gonna pull some flowers I got around this house and make you a bouquet. We gonna make it. You know,
we're gonna do something.
I'm gonna do something. She don't like the. I be telling Lil, put this on. You need to try to put this on. We gonna make it real cute outside on the garage.
Can I also say, Millichan, the storyline, they have real life issues, but the storyline that we're getting on the show is confusing to me because I don't feel like we're getting the whole story. So I really don't have a strong opinion on it because something's missing. Like
Yeah,
Angela says, I want my boundaries to be respected. I
yeah.
want, and then she called her entitled and all of those things. And her daughter was like, "How am I entitled? I pay my own bills." So I feel like what Angela, what is it, Angela, that your daughter's doing that makes you feel that you're entitled? Hold on, y'all. Let me charge my phone. Put my phone on charger. What is it that she's doing that makes you feel like she's entitled because she says she pay her own bills. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then what are the boundaries that she's not respecting, Angela? You get what I'm saying? Like, and
yeah.
that's the thing with me for Angela. I've noticed a pattern that she doesn't necessarily fully say what the issues are because even like we just got done having a whole dialogue about Angela and Shamia, and I said that I don't understand what Shamia has done. That's not to say that Shamia hasn't done something. We just have not heard from Angela what Shamia has actually done to her. Do you get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
even here with this storyline, entitled, all of those things that the words that she's using, her boundaries, those are words, but my boundary could be that you always coming over my house and not calling me first, even though that I'm just hypothetically making up a boundary, right? And
Mhm,
so by you continuously doing that, you're disrespecting my boundary. Then I could be like, okay, you get what I'm saying? Okay.
mhm.
But for it to be boundaries, what's the boundary? Like, and if you're not willing to give us what the boundary is that Amari's not respecting, then maybe we shouldn't get the storyline because it's real, but we're not getting the totality of the situation. Do you get what
I
I'm
think,
saying?
and you know what? Because when she said that, I mean, Angela is so confusing to me. And I mean, I know we're different people, we're different mothers, but we have daughters. And when I think about my daughter, and when I think about a boundary with Lillian, and I was like, what do I have a boundary with my baby? Like, what is my boundary? Do we have a boundary? And I think my boundary, because I'm big on you being out here and being a functional citizen.
Yeah.
So my boundary will be my pocketbook. That's my boundary.
Okay.
When it comes to that, now, as long as I can help you, I'm going to help you. But if
Yeah.
you show me that you're not trying to help yourself, the pocketbook closes. And then
Hmm.
and I mean, y'all know how much I love my baby. I love her with everything I have. I always tell you, I almost left here trying to get her here. So I love her beyond. But
Hmm.
what I don't play about is how you gonna take care of yourself in this world. And I'm not gonna be here forever. But I can't raise a lazy person. I'm never gonna do that. So I'm real tough on her when it comes to stuff like that. So my boundary is my pocketbook.
But see how you explained it?
Yeah.
So when you get on the show, you would say, I'm financially supporting you and you're disrespecting my boundaries because I don't want to continue to financially take care of you. So how do we get you to the next level? Right?
Right. Right.
Boom.
That's it.
Boom. That's it. And
But
I'd be like, oh, okay. She
Angela
living
sitting
up my
here,
mama.
you're not respecting my boundaries. And then when Amari said, oh, this is the part that I couldn't handle. When Amari said, do you know why I did what I did? And then
Call
Angela's
it.
like, I don't want to talk about it because I was not able to talk to you because you were going through your stuff. So Angela, what I'm sure it was some Charles stuff, because what else Angela got to go through?
Mm, um, that was to me like I understood Amari what she was saying because Angela showed us in that moment. She said, "Do you want to know why I didn't tell you?" And Angela said, "It's not important to me. That's not important right now." Actually, it is important right now, Angela, because she's trying to express herself to you.
It's
So for
very
you to
important.
minimize it and then immediately go back into how you feel about the situation, while I 100% agree that my child needs to call me when she's finna get married or they're going to get married, and I would be definitely hurt if they get married without me being there. As Amari, just looking at it from Amari's purview, I would take it as if you're making this situation all about you and how everything affects you, and you're disregarding my feelings and what I'm saying. And then, I hate to be that person, but she was staying with her grandmom, right?
Clearly.
Why?
Exactly. Because she said, I couldn't talk to you because you were going through your stuff. And then somebody in here a few minutes ago said, we're not talking about the production piece. Like, what part does production play? We don't know. We can't do nothing but talk about what we
I
see.
love y'all. We
But
talking about what we see.
I know production didn't tell Angela not to answer Amari's question, like, or let Amari tell us why she didn't do that, because we don't know why. I cannot believe for Angela get on this television and say that she loved her baby the way she does and got the girl living at home. Like, where's the wife? Is she in the military?
I'm surprised the wife has a baby. Sometimes people don't want to be on that show for nothing in the world, child.
Okay, so she at home with
I don't know
Angela,
what's going on. I don't know where the wife is. I
and
don't
then
know
Angela
what
talking about how much she loves her.
she
So
do.
why in this moment can your child not let you know why?
And
Why?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, please.
No, but go ahead. I just want to know
I
why.
was,
Why?
and so it may not be. See, that's the thing that I'm waiting on, right? As y'all see, I have finite and resolute opinions. I've been watching this show forever, so when it comes to Shmi and Portia, I got to, this is what I think, right? But when it comes to Angela and Amari, I don't have a strong opinion yet because I feel like we haven't gotten all of the story
Mm-mm.
behind it yet. Because what you just said is an excellent point. You know what I mean? Like it's
And then
something.
Samara got a confessional.
She looked good though.
She looked great. She looked great.
Yeah.
Felicia said, I think
Oh,
it's an issue with the wife. It could
well,
be.
see, here's the thing. Say that. Because see, here's the thing, right? It looks like and it appears to be, and I gotta call a thing for a lot of people, they feel like it's a phobia, right? And it might not necessarily be that. It may be something else. But if you're not saying what it is, people are left up to their own devices and they always gonna take it there. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it may not necessarily be she may not be phobic at all about it. You get what I'm saying? It may be something else in it, right? Like how we have already seen that it doesn't matter what Amari wants to say. Angela has displayed a capability of not really wanting to hear what Amari got to say about the situation. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
It's clear.
It's nuanced, it's layered, and unless we really know, then I'm not going to say anything too strongly about it at all because I don't really understand what it is because they haven't really told us.
Because she said Amari's wife have been with us since she was 17. I baked her coming out cakes. And so it's like when she says stuff like that, I'm like, well, she don't have no problem with it. Fabulous Faces says, but Angela said we love whatever her wife's name is. Yeah, she said that Fabulous Faces is our house lesbian.
Hi. Wait. Okay. Fabulous Faces, just so I can make sure I understand. Are you saying house lesbian? I'm hollering.
It's our house lesbian, honey.
Be who you are for your
Yeah.
part. Okay. But listen. Fabulous Faces. Are you saying that Angela said like, we love whatever her wife's name is, whatever she is, or are you saying like whatever her wife's name is because you don't know it? Like, did Angela refer to her as whatever her name is, or is it that she said the name and you don't know it or you can't remember it before I
No,
say something?
I don't think Angela's ever said that girl's name. She's
Okay.
never said her
Okay.
name.
Good.
So she just said we love her. She was like, she's
Okay.
been with us, she's been on trips with us, and she's been around us and all that. And see, Angela says that. So you're like, oh, okay, she feels like that. But then people are saying, a lot of people have the question, why can't Angela tell her kids that their sister is married? And here's my thing. If Lillian came to me, and I don't care if she married to him, whatever, and she said, Mama, do not tell Nana that I'm married to so and so and so and so. Okay, that's my mama, and we talk about everything. But if Lillian comes to me and says, don't do it, I'm probably not going to do it.
Facts.
Because it's the way she said it, and she has her reasoning. And I mean, I'll be like, can I tell TT? But if my daughter comes to me and she's sincere and she's like, Mommy, don't do it, I'm not gonna do it. If she comes and say, well, don't tell daddy this, that, and the third, I'm not gonna tell her daddy. I'm not, because she is trusting me with something, and I don't want to break her trust, and I know that I'll be on it and I'll be with her through it. So I'm not gonna tell it. So I feel like Amari is having a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fabulous Faces. Let me ask you this. Is Amari all the way in being a lesbianist? Is she all the way in with it? Like, is she cool with her lifestyle? Because I feel like if I was a lesbianist, I'd be like, ooh, y'all, here go my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
She
and
not.
I don't think I would have a problem with it.
She not. Well, it's a difference between being private and not being comfortable. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that Angela did the right thing by
on TV. You're talking about it on TV.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, boom, there it is. You got me there, Village Son. But listen, I think it is. I think Angela has absolutely 100% done the right thing by allowing her daughter to tell her story. But what I'm noticing is a through line with Angela. I'm picking up on something: betrayal and how she reacts to it. I think that even though that's her child, or disappointment, I won't say disappointment. I won't say betrayal. A disappointment with her child not inviting her to the wedding and how not cluing her in about being married, and she had to find out months later. So that disappointment with Charles, disappointment in Shamia. She's been disappointed with Shamia. We do know that she was disappointed that Shamia didn't stand up for her in regards to Portia and call her out. And I think that the disappointment that she has may be manifesting itself in this way, in the way that she chooses to deal with disappointment. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Fabulous Faces says Amari is a lesbian, but I think when she came out, Angela had an issue, but eventually came around. But Amari's emotions is stuck when she wasn't so accepting. But she said she was accepting when she was 17. And by the way, they said she did call her name. Her name is Valerie. So
how old? Well, wait, maybe she mad because Amari's wife. Oh, how old is Valerie?
Yeah, how old is Valerie? Now I would have a problem with that if you done fool around here with an old woman. Now you got somebody on SS, Social Security. That's gonna be a problem.
You ain't bumping with no old woman, is it? Valerie. Now that's what I got a problem with. How old was my baby? Now see, Angela, now I had your back with Shamia. The girls told me no. Now Angela, I'm gonna need you to stand up for what's right, because you don't speak to my daughter. You don't like me, but you definitely don't bump with my daughter. You old Valerie. I know ain't no Valerie born in no 97, no 96. Who is Valerie? No, not even 97, 01. Who named that child Valerie? Girl, Valerie. Valerie, I need you to come on out the clock. Come on out, Valerie. We got to see you real quick. We need to put our eyes on you, Val.
Stop.
Miss Val. Oh Lord, that's what you call Valerie, Miss Val. I know she ain't married to Miss Val. I know she ain't bumping with no old woman.
Oh my God.
Oh no, ma'am, Valerie. Oh no, ma'am, Miss Valerie. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Angela, your boundaries have been disrespected. Hell no, no old woman.
I mean, and you know, and then it could be like a lifestyle.
Show your face, Mo.
You show your face, exactly.
Oh, you bring them on out. Who is Valerie?
Yeah. It could be the lifestyle. It could be like whatever Valerie is doing. I don't know. I don't know. Valeria.
Oh, so she might be Hispanic. Okay, she may be of descent. Because if her name Valerie, I've got to say that she's an older woman. I've got to just put that out there. And if I'm wrong, Angela, I'm so sorry. Hey, Ace, Dadon. Hey, boo.
We done fooled around and got this girl married to an old woman. Okay. Let's leave that alone. Cause see, Angela is definitely leaving some parts out for us. Yeah. So Angela does that. That's her thing. She leaves parts out. Okay.
And you know what? Because we just saw her leave a part out with Shamia. She said, Shamia, that girl said that you lying on me, Shamia. You lying on me because you went back and told her that I said that she said that you were sleeping with George. I said that she was sleeping with George, and so you're a liar. But she completely omitted the fact that the girl said that you were digging around on information with me, which is the first thing. You completely invalidated Shamia in front of the entire group because you know they don't like her. Right. And you know, they call her Shamessi. And you said that Shamia, why would I go around digging on you? That's a figment of your imagination.
She said you're not important enough when they met in their restaurant.
But you did it.
You did it. And then because you did it, we feel like you dug up some stuff about Pinky. I feel like she dug up some stuff about Pinky because then all of a sudden how Pinky got a book coming out, a woman in the downstairs.
And you know what? I'm gonna say something.
I agree with you, Mo.
If the woman in the basement was said to be a dig at to the so you know out that Pinky was a lesbianist, I find that low. Now, if it's just like, you know, you and your husband be having threesomes and stuff like that, but then see, now.
She was in a relationship with a woman for 3 years.
I ain't know that, but listen to this. Catch this dirt, though, right? Look where I'm going with it. Now, Angela's whole issue with Shamia is that Shamia, just what she's telling us now is she laughed and then she brought up, well, people saying she brought up Charles, so that's why she went digging on. Well, she didn't go digging, but she went on husband for husband, right? Am I right? That's why she said what she said. But if you say y'all got a wife in the basement, is that an attack on Pinky's marriage?
I don't know, because then Pinky came out with a book the next day.
Well, what I'm saying is though, but do you get what I'm saying though? Like, are you from marriage?
Like, where'd that come from?
Because Pinky didn't come from her marriage.
It definitely was a gig on her marriage. Because why you got a wife down in the basement?
But Pinky never. Oh, well, Pinky did say. You know what? I take that back. I think Pinky did say Charles don't like you. Did she say that?
I don't know if Pinky said that. Did Pinky say that?
Somebody come with the story. Did Pinky say that Charles don't like Angela?
Talking about when they were sitting in Dallas.
In Dallas. Did Pinky say your husband don't like you?
Did Pinky say that? Child,
all right, am I getting that confused with somebody else?
I think you got that confused with somebody. I think maybe Shamia may have said that.
Okay, if Pinky said that, then that's all. Then you know what, Angela? It's all fair. It's all fair. It's all fair in love and war, right? It's all fair in love and war. But it could also be looked at like you outed her, even though she was an out and proud lesbian. She didn't tell us that on the show. She didn't tell her story. You did, so you outed it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they did say that she got that book off Chat GPT. Now, if you,
You know what? But you know, our good friend, our good sister Jada said it was on the rocks with Jada. She said the book is good. She said she bought it and it was good.
I love Jada because
I
now if
love
you
Jada.
talk about support, baby, she go support.
Yeah, and she keep it all the way 100 as far from her
Yeah,
point of view. Yeah, we might need to roll them tapes back. What to say?
roll
Okay,
the tape,
I
baby.
don't. Okay, I don't remember. I don't either. I
Oh,
don't. I
yeah.
don't remember. I don't remember. I need to go back and watch that.
Do I have time? Let me pull it up, child.
But somebody said Amari playing her part too. I think they're saying like Amari does things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she definitely playing a part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They. I just think we need more of that stuff. We need more. If we're gonna get
So,
it, give it. If you're not gonna give it, don't. If we're not gonna get it, don't give it to us. That's where I'm at with them.
okay. So let me ask you this. So
Uh-huh.
going forward, we've talked about Shamia and Portia. We talked
Mhm.
about how that relationship, like really and truly, like we're not going against nobody. And if you have the time, if you go back and watch season 9, it'll open your eyes because it definitely opened mine. I promise. I saw it totally different. But now that Shamia is here and her peach is downstairs in my freezer and she's on probation,
Mhm.
and we're gonna let her see how she handles this conversation. This argument with her and Portia over the mamas,
Y'all,
it
I'm gonna have to take off of work for 2 days after that. I am because No Chaser TV, how we get the content. You know how we do No Military. No Chaser TV, we puts it up, right?
yeah.
And it's gonna be a shit show. Oh, excuse my language. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be. I don't know who is right. I don't know who is wrong. But can I say this, Millie Chan? After everything that we've said, I also want to say this, y'all.
Wait, hold up. Peace. 1 second. I
Okay.
am Leo said Pinky did say that your husband doesn't like you at the dinner table when they were going back and forth. Okay.
Boom. Boom,
Okay.
boom, 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 boom. But that means it doesn't mean. So let's say this. It means that I still wouldn't want to get. And I feel like a lot of girls feel like this, and I can't say what I can't say.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of girls feel like they don't want to get into it with Angela.
Yeah, because
That's how I
Angela over
feel.
here, she a deep diver.
Yeah, they don't want it with her because it's not for them. For us, it's great. We were watching it, but for them, it's not fun. It's just not fun. It goes a step far. And so if we knew at the time, I don't think it was widespread knowledge that Pinky was with a woman for 3 years. If we knew that Pinky was with a woman for 3 years, it probably would have been received differently, right? But all's fair. So Angela well within her rights to fight back. But in order for Angela to have dug that out or
She got to
said
find
that,
it
she
on
would have
her.
had to go find that information. I
Yeah,
find out about it. I
because
heard that.
nobody was looking for that.
Yeah.
This is season 17, but I know season 9 for me really opened my eyes to how these ladies moving going forward. But I don't know why to bring the mamas into it. I know Portia brought the mamas into it season 16, didn't she? When
Well,
she
the reason why the mama's in it, if we're gonna be honest, is because Mama Diane said, "Don't trust the dog that bring the bone."
and that was season
That's
16.
how the mamas get into it. Because
Yeah,
Shamia Mama has filmed plenty, and Shamia Mama ain't never said nothing about Portia on camera that we've seen. Because I
no,
know they're gonna say editing, but if they edited it out, they edited it out, and we didn't see it. So we can only speak to what we've seen. And
yeah,
Portia Mama says something first. And as a child, it
mm-hmm.
would have hurt my feelings because I know that my mom and your mama got an issue. But damn, I ain't know your mama felt like that about me. You get what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
would have
that's
hurt me wrong.
hurtful. That's like your best friend mama, like you've been best friends with this person off and on for 10, 15, 20 years,
Yeah,
and
it
now
would
your
hurt my
mama talking
heart.
about some don't trust the dog to bring the bone.
Yeah, so if we're gonna talk about who started it, that is the first foray into mothers because a mom got involved. And we all know from Love and Marriage Huntsville how it goes when moms get involved. And I don't want that. And I was going to say that the history is relevant because when we watch what we're going to watch next week, it's about everything. It's about everything. And then the mamas. It's
That's
about
that,
everything and the mamas. So you
that's
got to know your
definitely
history when it come on Sunday. And then finally, I want to say I personally hate that Shamia and Portia are in this place. When Shamia and Portia are getting along, they are fun. They are funny. They are great TV. You know what
They
I mean? And
are.
I hate that no matter whose side y'all on, because I'm on nobody's side. I think they both have been wrong, and I think they both have been right. You know what I mean? But for me, I would much have rather them had the conversation and try to work this out. I hate that it's
Me
going to
too.
go where it's going this weekend. I hate next weekend. I hate it. I don't want it to go there. I
But
don't.
like I said, I'm looking at season 12, and this is the season where Dennis has cheated on Portia, and Shamil just came to the house. Shia is a little baby, and PJ is a little bitty baby, and Portia and Shamia are having a genuine conversation about Dennis, and she's like, "Girl, what are you?" I mean, and I was sitting there watching it, like I wanted to screenshot it and talk to y'all about it because I was like, "Oh, this is a real friend."
I would. I'm friends.
And I was like, sometimes it feels like Portia just uses her for moments and then kind of throws Shamia away. And then Shamia has to go elsewhere. So because when I was watching something, it went from Shamia being best friend to Portia to Shamia being best friend to Candy under her name. I said, "Oh, that was all in the same season." I said, "That's crazy." But I really do wish that Shamia and Portia was in a better place. I hate to see these black women act like this on TV. But baby,
And
they gonna tear each other
they
up.
finna go. They going in next
They
week,
going to hell next week.
and Millie Chun, like when I was saying like how funny they are together. If y'all go back and watch episode 3 last season when they were at Kelly's Bomb main event, and Angela and Shamil was reading each other based off of what happened at the gym the episode before that, where Angela jumped in, right? Because Drew had because she felt like Shamia had jumped in. They going back and forth, and so Portia did in that moment have Shamia back, and they was funny. Portia say, Shamia say, yeah, because I call, yeah, because she called me, you know, she want to call me Flavor Flav. She over there looking like Latoya Jackson with that nose like this, right? And so
Yeah,
they'll cut the Portia was like, hee hee, girl, I hollered.
that
They
was
were
funny.
funny. They were
That was
so
funny.
funny together. They were so
Yeah, they
funny
are
together.
hilarious together. This is
Yeah.
a good question. Why
Mhm.
would Kelly move forward with Portia if her sleeping with the pastor was false?
Wait, say one more time.
Why would Kelly just say, "Okay, Portia, I'm not mad at you," blah blah blah, if the pastor situation was false? Are we gonna find out that that's a lie? Have we even? Are we? Did we find that out?
We're gonna find out at the reunion. I think it's gonna be brought up whether it was a lie or whether it was true.
Oh, you
But
really kind of forgot about that. You're right. You're right, Paulette. That's right. Why would Kelly move forward with Portia if her sleeping with the pastor was false?
what? Because they all do. Why would Angela? I don't want to. I hate when people do this. But I'm using this to make my point. I'm not using it to negate yours because people will say something like this to negate what you're saying in order to exonerate Kelly. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing that. I feel like they all do that. They all do that because Kelly, and then why also would Angela forgive her in this way? You get what I'm saying? Like, why are
Mm-hmm.
they doing that? And I think that uh, what make a queen bee to me is when the girls know you the queen and don't care. And you still handling your business. Do you think them girls was tiptoeing around Nene Leaks when they felt away? No, ma'am. They said what they had to say to Nene. And if Kim wasn't speaking to Nene this season because of it, Kim wasn't speaking to Nene because of it. You get what I'm saying? And
Yep.
Nene, you get what I'm saying? Like they put their foot on Nene net, but Nene was still Nene Leaks because their pressure made her greater. Even when you go to Married to Medicine, those girls was on Mariah for a long time, and Mariah was reading them
And we
down
still want
for
Mariah. And we
years
still
until
want Mariah back.
finally she had a break. You know what I mean? Finally
Yep.
she broke. But yeah, I think that they do. I don't want to say bow down because that's the meaning, but I do think that they let things go quicker with Portia than they would with each other. And it is a good question to ask because she's
I,
not the only one doing it.
I agree. But it was like the way Phaedra was in the amen corner. And then when Kelly had that interview, did you hear Kelly say now it's a Nigerian pastor? Did you hear Kelly say that?
Yeah, she did say that.
And I was like, did we know it was Nigerian? Nobody said anything about being Nigerian. So we was online and we pulled up being Tankard, and being Tankard had messaged me on my thing and said, "No, that's not him. He loves Jewel, but thank
I
you for."
was-
Girl, baby, we ain't go down a rabbit hole. We pulled the show up on Peacock and everything.
Ben say, Ben put that saxophone down and say one thing about it.
Ben said,
Look,
ain't me.
Ben was over there playing that sax. He said, "Oh no, 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 no! Wait, wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Let me put the saxophone down real quick because I know y'all lying. That ain't me. It
Portia said
ain't me."
this type of stuff roll off her back. Yep. Portia should just and I think this and I think in the K Michelle of it all. I think K Michelle.
I'm gonna call y'all out about K Michelle.
K Michelle. I don't know. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how I want to say this. Go ahead and say what you gotta say, and I'm trying to fix my words.
I'm gonna call y'all out about K Michelle, and the only reason why I'm gonna call y'all out about K Michelle is because at the beginning of the season, it was she not saying who said it. Who said it? If she don't say who said it, then don't. Why she saying it? Why she bringing it up? Valid. Has Portia told us who said that about who told us what's going on with Kelly?
No,
No. Has Angela told us what Shamia has done to her?
no. But see, the
So that
thing about
doesn't. Hold on,
but
wait, I'm
this
sorry. That doesn't mean that K Michelle still don't need to tell us. That just mean everybody need to tell us. Ain't nobody telling us nothing this season.
but the thing about Kay, and I'm trying to tread lightly for you fabulous faces when it comes to Kay. The thing about Kay is this. The way Kay can't forget and let go of love and hip hop is the same way we can't let go and forget her own love and hip hop. And I'm not saying I want the love and hip hop Kay. I need a better Kay, you know? But Kay didn't understand the housewife sector.
It's obvious.
She does not. She like her peaches in the freezer too. She she's still on probation with me too. Kay is definitely on. She is very much probational, but I think her quietness for me is really aggravating because she's trying not to do too much now, and you pay attention to that. But now she gonna do everything at the end of the season when she try to fight Drew. Like they get into it. You have people holding her back. What is the can somebody you are aficionado. Okay.
Okay.
Can you please, hey Nessa, can you please help me understand, even you fabulous faces, what is the problem with Drew and K Michelle? Did I miss it?
I think a lot of it is I think a lot of the problem with K Michelle and Drew is um it's like winked, it's nudged, it's implied, it's inferred. She feels as though that her top has been played on by them in regards, and that's how it started, in regards to this whole black situation, right? So let's break down the black situation. And let's start off anyway. If you go back to the first episode this season, K Michelle and Portia are having a sit down, right? Portia says, "You and Drew gonna be good, right? Because you know you get into it with the singers, or whatever, right?"
Yeah, I think she said, "Oh, now we have three singers: Shamia,
Mhm.
Drew, and you."
And she says, "Are you and Drew gonna be good, right? Why wouldn't they be good?"
Okay, I'll give you that. Portia may have inched that on.
Well, I'm just saying. But for someone who has all of these, she already coming in with stuff. K Michelle, she don't trust women. She's been done wrong by the women in Atlanta. She
She's not
feels
a
this way.
girl.
She was told by Jason Lee that girl. I don't know if Jason Lee told her. Yeah, she was told by Jason Lee. It was on the show. He
Yeah,
said that when the girls found out that you were joining, the girls called me. Phaedra called me, and someone else called me.
yeah.
So then now, I feel like y'all plotting on me because y'all going around calling about me, which is something that when the new girls join the show, everybody does that. They do that. They all call around and talk to each other and say, "Hey, girl, what you heard about this one? She coming? What you think? How you feel? What you know?" Like that. That's just something standard. But for someone who is not a real housewife, it could be like, "Well, how are y'all calling around asking people about me?" You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Phaedra, and somebody else calling about her. Portia already talking about this. Then we get to the nail salon. Then Portia talk about my miscarriage on camera. Girl, what? What do you do? So now I already don't trust you. I don't trust nobody. You get what I'm saying? Like, girl, what is going on? You see what I'm saying? And then when Drew comes into it, Drew now, because in that same sit down she had with Portia, K Michelle, somebody said at the sit down at the tea party, right? Oh, I know. Oh yeah, I know Black. He be in my DMs, but she didn't say that to Drew. She said it with Portia and Kelly around. And the first time she hanging out with Drew, you had already asked me and Drew gonna be good. Then I
Mhm.
mentioned the thing about Black and Drew on the camera talking about you and Black friends, right?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, stop right there. Stay right there. I'm gonna
I'm
let you
just
finish.
walking it how K Michelle seen it the
Okay,
other day,
okay,
y'all. I'm
but
gonna
you stay
stop.
right there. Stay right there
Yeah.
with your walk, and you gonna go. But let me say this.
Okay.
Okay, we at the phone. So Kay lets us know that Black has been in her inbox.
Right.
Then we find out later. Now, this I don't think we knew this, but we did see the text messages. Yeah, he inboxed me. So there is some kind of way that you know him. You making cakes, he inboxing you about your cakes. So when Kay walks in the house, I don't know if Drew know about Black and Kay. I don't think she knew about that. I think Drew just had him on the phone, right? And everybody just walking in the house. And she's like, "Oh, this is my date on the phone." And she was like, "This is Black." And Kay says, "Oh, nice to see you." Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
No, yeah. I'm listening.
Nice to
So,
see you. And
eh,
then,
go ahead.
and then Drew may have just made an assumption. And after people said that she was an inbox, and she found it out,
We're gonna
that
need the story on that. And I'm not saying that
a whole
I agree with K Michelle, y'all. So I just want to be clear. I'm just telling you that with someone coming in feeling the way that she feels and to be told these things and to see these things happening, if y'all know K Michelle, that's why she felt the way she felt. That's how she felt. She felt like the girls were like, this is what they do on Housewives. They go around and they plot on people and this and this and that. Like, I didn't agree with her assertion on the Kelly and Portia thing because yes, it's wild to see a woman say that, you slept with a man BET weekend, but that was Portia Litback. And so if you weren't there for the initial interaction between them and the inception of it, you can't really have a strong opinion about it. And
right.
so all of these things are happening and these things are influencing her opinion. And I can see why she has the thought process that she has about it, but she did herself a disservice because she didn't call it out in the moment and ask about it when things were occurring. She sat there and let it build up. And then when it built up and she finally started feeling a type of way, she still did not have the conversation about it. Even if some people sit back and watch you do stuff and then they come and get you. You get what I'm saying? Some people
Yeah,
are like that. Like, girl, I ain't finna call you out on everything. I'm gonna let you keep doing it. And then I'm gonna
yeah.
get you together. But K Michelle hasn't done that either. And K Michelle has not explained to us what the heck is going on. I don't understand it. I mean, I understand, I see things that have happened, but
Mhm.
if you're not telling me what's happening, why you feel that way, I don't know why you feel that way, girl, if you're not talking. You get
I,
what I'm saying?
I have no idea.
Yeah. So I think that
And I felt like it was just really one sided because, I mean, if Drew felt like you knew him, I don't see what was wrong with Drew saying you know him, and Kay takes offense to that, and now she mad at Drew about the man in the phone. You got a whole husband, and you done sat here and called. I want to know why Kay was out that night with Nash after the.
do you think that's a do you think in a relationship that that's a no go, no flat, like why are you hanging out with exes? Or do you think that K Michelle's husband is secure and is like, okay, whatever, I don't care because you're my wife, so what does it matter?
He probably wasn't even in town, but you out with Nash,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
On the night that Drew sang the Star Spangled Banner. That's the same night.
Uh huh. The infamous night.
You're out with another man well, Shamil said her mama back at home at 2. So
Shamir, clear that up real quick about that mama doing it.
she had the timestamps on that. Carlos read the timestamps. She said, "Yep, 12 o'clock. Okay, she's what we're talking about too."
She don't play by
And
Shamir don't play by her mama.
my mama was buttoned up. Okay, she
And
did
her
not
titty
have
was not to the
yeah,
ceiling.
yeah. Yeah, she was married because this was yes, Mo. She was
Yeah, she
married
was married at the time, yeah.
because this was the day. Okay, when I talked to Nash and when Nash told me that, he said we had gone out, me, Kay, and her PA. Then she said, "I want you to meet one of my friends." I met her friend Shamia and her mother after. So when Shamia talks to Carlos, we find out that Shamia and her mother had gone to a birthday concert with Candy and Mama Joyce. And she met Kay and Nash afterwards. So, and it's the stuff that Kay does for me, Fabulous Faces. This is why I don't see it for Kay so much, and her peach is downstairs in the freezer. Because for Kay to ask, why didn't you invite me, is crazy.
I would. Why are you? You don't like them girls? I thought.
It's crazy because you know why I didn't invite you. Why would I invite you, Kay? And then for her to say, you know, Shamia's wanted me to be a loyal friend and you want me to do this, you want me to do that. Then you share this with Pinky. Then Pinky shares it with the group. Now Shamia got to check Pinky. And then when Kay said, what this was the thing when Shamia said, she said, I don't want you to bring up the girls and things like that. And when Kay said, I didn't bring the girls up, I was just talking to you. And I was like, that's the thing about Shamia. She always wants it to be somebody against her. But Kay, I don't know if Kay and Shamia is gonna even make it.
I don't either, and it'd be sad if they fall out over that, because to me, it sound like a long night. It sound like don't nobody remember the story right, and it sound like miscommunication to me, and it doesn't need to be. But for me, if I feel like the girls in Atlanta did me wrong and I can't trust the people from Atlanta, and that's why I'm coming in with my guard up with you ladies and my and I'm a little adverse to this process of Housewives of Atlanta
But
because
I've watched the show. I watched every episode.
and I was treated this way. I would not ask you to take me around to the people who did this to me, number one. Number two, then when you say whatever you say, now my feelings is hurt. That was a self-inflicted wound. Your feelings gonna be hurt. And then you put Shamia in the middle of it.
Yeah. And then when it said, and then like she said the last one, she's like, she always wants to remind me why she's my friend. If you're gonna bring my friend, be my friend. Kay, the girl cannot be your friend and you be friends with Candy and all the other girls. She gonna have to keep her friends separate. It just is what it is.
And you don't talk about them, and they don't talk about you.
You over here want a situation. You want something to pop off because ain't nothing popping off over here.
Oh, I don't know about, but yeah, it is. You're creating a situation. Whereas then, if you really just wanted to squash this so y'all can move around Atlanta and be cool, you could say, "Hey, listen, are you open to asking the girls if they open to having a conversation? Because it's been so long and ain't nobody with the man no more. So we can we all just get this? Because undoubtedly she was done wrong by Rashida.
Yeah,
undoubtedly.
Yeah, and the way Shamia was talking to Carlos, it was like exactly what I would say. She was like, Kay was like, why you didn't invite me? Like, girl, I can't invite you out. You know I'm out here with Candy. You know Candy friends with Rashida. And then Kay turns that around and says, she says that she can't be my friend. No, she didn't say that. And
that's what I said.
This is not alleged, and I wasn't there for it, but I believe this is how this went. I believe when Kay said, girl, why you didn't invite me? I believe Shamia said, girl, I was with Candy. You know I ain't about to invite you. You know she friends with Rashida and Toya and all the girls. You know I'm not going to do that. But, when she get to the club, she's like, hey, look, I'm loyal to you. I can be your friend. I think that's how that conversation went.
That's why I said I feel like it's miscommunication. And it's how, and I'm going to say this. This deep, y'all. Y'all ready?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say this because it's deep. It's not messy or anything like that, but it's deep. I'm going to say it because the reason why K. Michelle received it that way is because she operates from a place of hurt.
All the time.
And if we got to work on the hurt piece.
And it's hurt from women. Because see, the hurt that Kay have from men, she seems to get over that real quick and don't talk about it a lot. But the hurt from women, it lingers. Because she's not a girl's girl. She's not a girl's girl.
And so I think that's what it is. I think K. Michelle operate from that hurt place because when you've been hurt, how do you move past the pain? you know. And some people think waking up every day is a blessing, and it is that. But then you wake up every day, but then what work do you do to move past the pain? Because you got a whole rest of your life to live, and you can't. I don't want you to come in a situation feeling that way. You should have came in the Housewives excited to be on the show and excited for the process and excited to meet the girls and rock with the girls. And I'm not saying, like I said, she explained 3 reasons to Portia why she felt like her and Portia, she couldn't trust Portia, right? Okay.
Wait a minute. Nash told me that Kay told him that this was her dream job. This is what she wanted to retire from. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is where she wanted to be. So if this is your dream job, and I want to say she told Jason that too. If this is
Mhm.
your dream job, then why would you come in the door talking about your old job? I understand. I understand when people do you wrong, but I mean, everybody not like me. If I meet you, if I've been done wrong by women, I don't think all women will do me wrong. If I meet you, everybody starts off at 100. Now, if you chip away at your 100, that's on you, right? You get
Yeah.
down to 50, I'm out. But it's like, why come in here? Why tell Jason Lee that you had come in here not to like Phaedra, but ended up Phaedra's your favorite person? You went into the show not liking somebody.
Cause she watched season 9. I was like, I
Then,
don't like this.
then, then you say, I don't want to come into this show with Portia. I want Angela to bring me on the show.
They gave you the biggest dog. They brought K Michelle and right through a big
Yeah,
dog. Because
Angela's not
Portia
a big dog.
because Portia validates K Michelle's presence. Because if Portia giving the cosign, everybody be quiet, deal with it.
But let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you why Portia did it. It probably was going to be Angela. But Bravo was like, you know what you won't do? What you won't do is come here and think you're going to do what you want to do. Because you came up here with one man, a basketball player. We probably would have let you come in with Angela and Charles. But now when we come in to have this final conversation and you come up
Oh,
here with this dentist, no,
oh, through the basketball connection.
yeah, yeah. You ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that to you.
But ultimately, she got the bigger cosign because Portia is the face of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's
Absolutely.
on the spinoffs. Bravo has a lot of work with her. She is the face of Atlanta right now. So, I mean, honestly, she got the biggest cosign out of any of the group that she could have gotten. And by them bringing her through Portia, and by them also making her first chair, whether people feel like they deserve it or not, that's them doubling down on the investment of K Michelle and saying K Michelle is here to stay. So.
But I tell you what, when K Michelle, wait a minute, let's talk about the first chair. If K Michelle, I can't think who
Shamia.
said it, but whoever said this, I'm piggybacking on what you're saying. If K Michelle get in this first chair and sit up there like she at Wimbledon and watching a tennis match,
Is that, I'm cracking up. Cause she definitely be like doing it. Listen, let me tell you one thing about it.
if she's sitting up there doing like this, oh, Andy, uh, you gonna need to move down and let Shamia, cause Shamia should be in the first seat. Let's just
I
be
feel like
honest.
Shamia should have been first chair too. And
Shamia
if you come be in the first chair, don't come like no cabbage. That's all I got to say.
That's right.
Don't come like no cabbage. Come on now.
That,
Earn your first chair.
yeah.
Earn your first chair.
Oh yeah, Dustin said that.
I'm
If
hollering
she
Dustin.
if she's sitting up in there talking about
Dustin in the chat, or who is Dustin?
Andy, huh?
Who is
Dustin,
Dustin?
Dustin from Carlos's Monday night
Oh,
situation.
Dustin. Okay, hey Dustin. Okay, Dustin says she was like she down to the Wimbledons.
Yeah. I said Wimbledon, but he said it for a tennis match, and I was like, yeah,
Oh.
you sit down here, you think you're gonna watch Venus and Serena, it's gonna be a problem.
And she had the rec center. She had the Boys and Girls Club, and the people are
I,
playing ping
I
pong,
can't
girl.
I can't with you being at the rec center. I
At the
can't
ping pong. Don't
because
come like no cabbage.
let me say and I have to say this too. So people feel like K Michelle. People feel like the B team was really had the storylines, and you know what?
It is.
I'm gonna go on and rock with you. Kelly definitely had a storyline for this season, but as far as damn, I lost my thought. As far as the B team goes,
They
and
had the storylines.
that Kelly had the storyline, but K Michelle, it was something I'm about to say about K Michelle. K Michelle. Oh, this is what it was. K Michelle was talked about this season because of what she did on social media and not what she did on the show. Because that's the only place I got something. I didn't get anything. Only thing I got from Kay on the show is when she talked to Pinky about Shamia holding her hand to be loyal. When she had the girls in Dallas talking about somebody had a plot and a plan. Them the only two things that she had for me. I don't know what she had for you, but everything else came off on social media. It came off on Twitter. And I hope that when she comes back, she understands that she has to put it on the show. Like Portia told her, you was right down the hall from me. Knock on my door. That's how we do it on the Housewives. She got to learn. She got to learn.
That, baby, that broke the internet. Portia broke the internet with that comment. This is Housewives, and this is how we do things over here.
This is how we do things over here, baby.
I said, ooh, baby, that's a read, baby. You better catch that read. Did you catch that? Did you catch?
And Portia don't even come off her chariot to do things.
Like tomatoes with you, sweetheart.
She don't do that. But she had to come off her chariot to go and get K Michelle together real quick.
That's what she said.
And honestly, K Michelle don't do that no more. What she talk about is her music. She talk about a few things, but she don't come on here. She don't come on there no more. And I have not even said anything about K Michelle because she ain't on Twitter.
We like you to bring it to the screen. Bring it, say the story.
Yeah.
In the words of Nene Leakes season 2 to Kim Zolciak, be pleased. Come with the story. Come with. I remember she told her that. Come with the story. Come with the story.
Yeah.
Come with the story. Don't come like no cabbage to that reunion in the first show.
But if you really think about it, K Michelle was being talked about because of all the things that she was tweeting. Now that Portia got her kind of together, well, I mean, the show is wrapped, but K Michelle is not doing as much tweeting now. So all that we was talking about as the show has gone on, she has stopped tweeting so much. So she tweets about her music, and we're not talking about K that much.
That's all right. K Michelle say it, but I'm gonna go out here with a bang though. They say that finale is finale, and girl, I can't wait to watch that neither. For me, I understand the challenges that she has as far as filming Real Housewives of Atlanta and the way that the lay of the land works, right? Because she came from a show that for a great deal was heavily produced. Me having been on both sets, I've been on a Love and Hip Hop set. It's just different. Me being with Married to Medicine and Atlanta, working for a woman on Married to Medicine and filming the show, mic'd up, and then me just being on an Atlanta set, Bravo is completely different. They may know what they're going to talk about, but they don't tell them what to say. They might even try to tell you what to say, but a lot of girls don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Like they producing, but they don't. And if they don't do it, it's what it is, and it's what it is. Love and Hip Hop is just completely ran different. The shows are two different shows, and VH1 does reality different than Bravo does. And so she's used to a VH1 way of doing things, a Love and Hip Hop way of doing things, a spinoff way. When you got a spinoff, it's your show. You create how it goes, right? And Bravo is completely different. And so for me, I'm gonna give her next season because she's coming back next season, y'all.
Oh yeah, she's coming back. She's definitely coming back.
I'm gonna give her to next season. If it ain't right next season, this was your year. You learned this year. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Don't come back next year with this.
First of all, before we go,
yes,
Chase, I want to thank you for this day.
Oh, please. Because
it has been fantastic.
Yeah.
But before we go, I do have one thing that I want to share with everybody. Okay. And I want to know. I want y'all to listen, and I really want to know your comments.
Okay.
So let me share this with you. And hold on. Because I was outdone when I heard this.
South of Atlanta. I think that it would be an opportunity that I'd absolutely explore. I'm really close with Portia, close with Shamia. Kelly's my girl. Love K Michelle. Cynthia Bailey, that is my sister. Sure, yeah. Like, these are my real friends outside of camera. So it would be a natural relationship for sure. But I'm kind of great where I am. Reality TV, it's been almost 20 years for me.
Wow.
So I got 2 movies I'm shooting this year.
Yeah.
One of them,
We're both actually a part of
we
the
both
movie.
got casted for a movie together.
Yes,
So
I'm excited
stay
about
tuned
that.
for that. So that is really my focus right now. And if the opportunity of God willing, things come around that circle back to reality TV, I'll certainly explore it. My friends on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think that it would be an opportunity that I'd absolutely explore. I'm really close with Portia, close with Shamia. Kelly's my girl.
Absolutely not.
I,
On no
I,
day. On no day. On
I
no
can't.
day.
I don't watch. I
I'm
didn't
gonna have to
watch.
give y'all the quad and the girls. I'm gonna give y'all the quad and the girls. But I think I'm gonna go take a nap after this. But absolutely not, Yandy.
I,
Absolutely not.
I didn't watch Love and Hip Hop. So I auditioned to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and
Did
I did a long years ago. And I was on the radio, the morning show with Young Jock in Atlanta, and so I was doing the morning radio show. Oh yeah, baby, she's
I want
resume. Yeah, she's the resume girl. Yeah, get to that
I said
resume.
I was gonna go down to the radio station and do the afternoon 5 o'clock.
You
Uh,
should. I love
talk about.
radio. I love radio.
I think I would love the radio.
I love radio. But so I was on the morning show, Streets 945, if y'all in Atlanta or whatever market y'all in, Streets morning takeover with Young Job. And I had auditioned to do Love and Hip Hop, but they didn't end up doing any LGBTQ characters. Thank God I didn't get it, by the way. Now I look back and I say, oh, thank you, Jesus, right? But yeah, so after I didn't get the show, I was like, girl, I ain't watching this. So by the time Yanni got to Atlanta, I was out. I was like, they didn't pick me. You didn't pick me? I had to put down my saxophone like Ben Taker. I say, wait a minute, what? No. And I slayed my audition, honey.
I'm saying
Slayed.
absolutely not. Absolutely
I'm
not.
glad I didn't do it. Glad I didn't do
Yandy on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That would be that would not be good. And I don't think they would do that anyway.
it. You know who I wanted? If we're gonna do a jump, bring Shamari to Married to Medicine.
Yeah, yeah, I saw somebody say that.
Give me that. They need it because it's like we finna get the same season with the next season with the same people. No ma'am. No,
You
ma'am.
know,
And I love Married to Medicine. But no ma'am.
I will say this: Marriage to Medicine is one of those shows that I don't have to do.
Oh, I love Married to Medicine down, but all I got to say about Married to Medicine is
And I really think this year I might do it from your clips.
it's gonna be good. Do it. I think it's still gonna be good because I think Dr. Heavenly has all but said like she's out of the political game, and so if that means that she's coming back 100% to Married to Medicine, Toya and Dr. Simone better buckle up. That's all I got to say. Toya and Dr. Simone better buckle up because she was trying to keep it as best she could. But they was on Dr. Heavenly last season because they said she wasn't gonna win. So it's gonna be a knockdown, drag out fight. But we need someone new. We need new people on Married to Medicine. We do. I'll bring my girl Mariah back. Bring back the inbound.
Shamari will wake him up.
Shamar will wake him up.
Shamari will wake him up.
She'll wake him up. And if we're not gonna get Mariah back ever, which is unfortunate, I think that if Nene does well, they may open the door for Mariah. If this episode with Nene on the girls trip does well, which from what I've heard, baby, Nene, baby, Nene, baby. When I tell y'all, listen to me good. From what I know and what I heard, if they show it like the way they filmed it,
It's gonna be amazing. I know
it's gonna be
exactly.
hard not to bring her back to that show. I'm gonna tell you that. It's gonna be
You know what?
hard.
You know what? I know I'm right. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I said that I was like, ooh, cause see people, cause I was like, cause when this season came on of Housewives, I saw somebody say, "Oh my God, where's Nene?" I was like, y'all, you got to make a separation. Nene is not on the Housewives.
Gone.
On Bravo. She is on Bravo. But I was like, we would have rioted in the streets if they had a 20-year anniversary and not brought Nene on. There's no way done that without having any leaks on that. You were not going to do that. But when Nene was on her thing with Carlos, she said she was coming back to Bravo with her own show. She's going to be interviewing housewives. Now, this is what I will say. Nene, she can't, like, she don't do her own YouTube. She couldn't keep up, you know what I mean? Maybe this will be something she'll be back on Bravo.
Well, because I think with the YouTube and the podcast, she had to be involved in the logistics of it. Nene just like to come to set and get her check. So she can just come
Nene's like a call sheet. She's a call sheet sister.
Yeah.
Where I gotta be. And
yeah.
I've always said that about Nene. I was like, Nene is not consistent because this is something she has to do. Right? So I don't know.
My favorite thing about her podcast wasn't the interviews. It was when she would have the different media outlets and blogs on to do all things tea. When they were talking about the tea, Nene was excellent when it came to that tea part. Go back and watch those tea. Like when she had my homegirl D from the Neighborhood Talk on and they were doing tea and stuff like that. The banter, the this, the that, and she was giving her opinion on what was going on.
Yeah, that was good.
That was her pocket. And I was like, that's your pocket. Yeah. That's the podcast. That's the pocket. And then you have people come on and stuff like that. But I know like a lot of these housewives that have podcasts, they have co-hosts. So like
you gotta do it. Like 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, like them, or like Vicky has someone who is more involved with the news of it all and she reacts to his news.
Yeah, and like like Crystal and Cynthia. They're fantastic.
Crystal and Cynthia, yeah. Or who else is like that? Hell, Dr. Heavenly and Carlos. Just saying, like Dr. Heavenly is the reality star, and then there's someone who is like you get what I'm saying? And I think when Nene was sitting with these people and doing that and giving her opinion on the news, it was hilarious. It was fabulous for her to sit and do a conversation. She is a great talker and all of those things, but I think an interview is different.
Yeah, because Nene doesn't do the work. Who was it? She had somebody on there. She didn't know nothing about them. I'm like, how you gonna have these people on here don't know nothing about them?
And sometimes
T.S. Madison, when she was interviewing T.S. Madison, that was a hard interview to watch.
I ain't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
It was tough.
And even if you don't know, because sometimes you think you know, or you may draw a blank. Sometimes it's how you pivot out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the art of the pivot. About the art of the pivot when you're doing these interviews.
She doesn't know how to do that.
It's a learned trait. It's something like people are like, how you didn't know. I guess you didn't know I was on the radio with Young Jock and them, right? I've been doing this kind of stuff. I was in TV production in the 8th grade, Millichan. Like this, so I've always.
Are you in Atlanta?
Not anymore. I'm back in Florida, but I will be back in Atlanta soon.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm in Florida for right now, but it's just something that's in you. You know what I mean? Like I saw Khadijah James and wanted to have I wanted to be Khadijah and I wanted to have my own flavor. You know what I mean? Like I was on the radio doing the work, and you know, it's work. It's work.
Down to the radio station.
It is work.
I'm gonna go down there and knock on the door and be like, look, I want to do the 5 o'clock block. I just want to talk about TV. I want to talk about TV while people go home.
Do you have your analytics from all your numbers together?
I mean, I can get them together.
Get your numbers together because you have numbers, and start knocking on doors because they're gonna see them numbers and say, "Okay, sure, why not?" You know, yeah. Because you bring a streaming, you bring a social media audience, and what radio station wouldn't love to have your audience and leverage that? Like you going live from the radio station.
Yeah, I'm going live from the radio station. We about to get ready and talk about this Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Like people ask, like, "Oh, Chase, they feel like I came from nowhere," and I understand that. You know what I mean? Like, where you come from? Oh, whoa, you're doing it. But then I had been around long enough to know I had missed opportunities. Opportunities weren't for me. You know what I mean? So I've seen enough come and go that when No Chaser TV started getting a little numbers, I said, "Oh no, man." When because the TikTok took off quick. You know what I mean? I was like, "Whoa,
yeah,
let me get some numbers together." You know what I mean? And so, yeah, get your numbers and start knocking on the doors. And everybody ain't gonna say yes, but somebody is.
I ain't trying now. I was gonna say something shady.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
We just had the whole conversation about that.
I'm not gonna say it. I was about to say it too. Oh, it was good too, Chase.
Oh, I want to know it though. I do want to know. I want to know. Don't say it. Say it.
Oh, I love when it's a good. Oh God, it was so good. Y'all would have. Oh, that would have been a good way to end this live. But let's go with it. Y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming here this Sunday morning, this Sunday afternoon now. I hope y'all had a good time. Chase and I going down with this TV show. We only got the 3, but we had but real
What we gave you with the 3 we gave made you feel something.
yeah. But I had the Atlanta is just a machine and I absolutely love that show, and I think we all love that show, and we all feel a certain way about that show. That's why we have so much passion about it, and I love that, right? Because we're not all going to be right about it, and it's okay, and
It's okay.
we can disagree, and I love that we disagree, right? And Chase, I want to thank you for being here. I love talking to you, and you didn't get the notification, D? Oh no. And we'll do this. Chase, let's do this again before the reunion.
Okay, yes. And I need you to come on my show every Wednesday that I do called In the Lounge.
What
We
time
have
do you
everybody. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, so I don't know if that's too late.
Oh no, that's fine. That's 9 p.m. That's 8 o'clock. I do hot topics at 6, so I can be on there at 8.
Okay. Yeah, you got to come into In the Lounge. We've had some everybody on In the Lounge, y'all. We had Pinky on In the Lounge with us. We've had a lot of people. Candace is co-host on her podcast, Undomesticated. Taria's been on. Leah's Lemonade has been on, Leah Henry. So we got to have you come on down. D from the Neighborhood Talk. We just had her. So like the people pulling up to the lounge. So we got to have you come on. Make sure if you guys are not already doing so, go subscribe to No Chaser TV YouTube channel.
Please.
And if you guys don't know who I am Chase, and I run No Chaser TV. So I'm sure some of y'all have seen that. I know.
Hot topics.
Yeah, Millie Chun has definitely been so supportive of me, and so anything that she needs, I always do what I can, And so I want to say this really quickly though, because a lot of people don't know, right? I just want to be like honest. No, I want y'all to understand that I do this because I love it. And so everything that I said today, I give hard love. I'm a hard love kind of girl, but everything I love this. I love y'all, and I hope that y'all can feel the love behind what I do when y'all go to No Chaser TV, because it's all love. And y'all go, I'm gonna be messy now. Y'all go look through some of them likes and see who be liking some of the stuff. Because I'll be like, when I be looking at likes, I'll be like,
what's the link? Can you type the link in? What's the link?
Sure. Well, right now we're trying to get to 20K on Instagram. So I'm gonna do the Instagram. On our Facebook, we're at 142,000 people, I think, followers. So that Instagram, TikTok is at 37. So Millie Chun, I say Millie Chun got the numbers. I got to get the numbers, girl. We got to get these numbers right. You know what I mean?
Numbers, honey. They fluctuate all the way around all the place. But let me say this: when is it this Wednesday? Do you want me to come this Wednesday?
We're gonna work it out. I think this
Wednesday
let me know. Have to be the Wednesday for sure.
Because it sounds like I need to make me a espresso martini. So I'm gonna make
okay.
Well, like that kind of situation. So let me get my drinks together. I'm gonna give me an outfit. I might change my hair. I might come in a robe, child. I'm excited. That's cute.
Yeah. I love In the Lounge. We have so much fun. We have our cocktail. It's a quick hour. It's quick moving. It's quick moving. Yeah. We move through that hour. We get the teas out. We just give our thing, and we keep it moving. Somebody say Chase stays getting credit on the other channel. Thank y'all so much. YouTube really props me up, and I'm glad that it's a beneficial thing. Y'all talk about it. I post it. It works both ways. So I really do appreciate y'all a long way, and I want to say I love y'all because I know a lot of y'all don't get to see my face a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's if you know when it comes to me, but I appreciate y'all. I just want to thank you so much, Millie Chun, for having me. I always being 100 and down, and thank y'all so much. And even if y'all agree or disagree with me, do know that when I post the things, and Millie Chun can speak to this, when I post things, it's never influenced with my opinion. It's just this is what it is. And then when I come over here and kick it with the girls, I'll get my opinion. You know what I mean? And so that's how we do it. But if you want to go and get you some non-biased news, y'all go to No Chaser TV because it's always non-biased over there.
But I do agree with what you say. I love this, and I love this show, and to go back to a season 9 and then have a different perspective and to speak about it. I'm not speaking it in and I hate when people feel like it's negative, or I'm just talking about the show because I love the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I love all the little pieces in there. And I like to pull them out, you know what I mean? And it just gives us people just a different perspective.
Because I have a challenge, Millie Chun. Just as we've been challenged on bringing up what happened in the past, I ask the people who feel that way, and you know, and I'm not doing it like to be shady or catty or anything, but I'm asking you guys from this perspective as well. Why won't you go back and watch it? Because if you go back and watch it, are you afraid that it may? Are you afraid that it may
Change your perspective.
change your opinion? And then if you're afraid of your opinion to be changed, then are you really watching this objectively? And would you want to come to a source that you trust and the source not be informed 100% on everything that happened on camera?
Yeah, it's just a
You
show.
want your source to be informed.
Yeah.
So let us get the information, you know what I mean? And if you agree or disagree, that's one thing, but challenge yourself. Go back and watch it. We got a whole week. Go back and watch. And if your opinion doesn't change, that's fine. It doesn't have to
not
change.
coming on tonight.
It's not coming on tonight. If your opinion doesn't change,
Ron said, "Oh my God, I only have YouTube and Facebook. I don't know how to follow No Chaser." So on Facebook, what are you just what? No Chaser TV on
just
Facebook.
type in No Chaser TV on Facebook. You'll see it.
No Chaser TV on Facebook.
Yeah, just No Chaser TV.
Conflict and resolution. That's right. All right, people. I hope y'all had a really good weekend, and y'all have a really good week. And I'll be doing some content later on, but I think I'm about to go lay down for a little bit.
I love Mo because Mo saying life you got to move on. You got to move on, but I move on with people, but I never forget.
Yeah.
Now you don't give people the same access, and you move on if you're genuinely going to move on. But if you were to forget what was done to you, you'd be a damn fool.
Exactly.
Love y'all so much.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and y'all be good, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.